talking to Sister Anya. Firebolt!
Not again.
Kill her.
You find yourselves asleep in your beds, just tucked away, just getting the Z's, a normal night. You had a decent day, nothing really adventurous happened. And then in the middle of the night, we start to hear bells, a little bit of banging. Fire! 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 And there's an emergency ring. It's really just for the people on the outer walls of the city, which you guys happen to be tonight. And you are going to see that there's actually a fire starting on the outside of Enza's borders. Just off in the woods, maybe about a mile or two away from Enza. But it's starting to get bigger and bigger. Visible from Enza a mile or two away. So obviously large fire. And you're surrounded by forests, so if that gets out of hand, it could obviously take down like the fields and crops for Enza, or possibly even spread to Enza. But we do have a great big wall, so it's possible that we could avoid a wildfire if it was around us.
You said what time of the morning is this?
The dead of night.
Dead of night. Okay.
You just woke up out of your beds.
Lame.
Unless you buy something before we start the adventure.
No.
Well, we would have bought that the night before. It's okay.
Yeah, right, exactly.
That's that's our. We'll just flash back, dude. 6 hours prior.
Yeah, exactly.
All of the fire resistance potions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would get up and I would, immediately look out my window and try to see, would I be facing that direction, or would I probably be on the an opposite side type of thing?
You'd be able to see all of the commotion kind of pointing in that direction. You wouldn't be able to see the fire directly, but you'd be able to see a little bit of a orange glow and some smoke. And from the last adventure that we had, that's minorly traumatic to see an orange glow over the walls of Enza.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's really just for like
that's fair,
you guys who went through the visions.
Yeah.
Right? So like that's what you
I
see
think
when you snap awake.
I was kind of thinking that like is this what is this the vision that we got, or that mental thing we got put into? No, I would run out. I'd magically get up and I'd run out and to see if I can find Sister Anya or someone and ask them to what's going on and try to figure out where I'm needed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
absolutely.
Pretty much.
As you guys run out of the place that you guys were sleeping, if you're gonna live at the tavern that's right next to the tavern that we own, that's totally fine. There's also a barracks, kind of like where we would send people from the Radiant Vanguard if you don't want to use the tavern location. But at the same time, you're going to see a whole bunch of people just pointing out, hey, go over here, do this, do that. And you're going to see a couple of guardsmen just saying, anyone who's able to help get to the outside of the city, water mages down this way, just different kinds of calls. And then if, let's say you, Magnus, are one of the first ones out on the streets, one of the guys would look, Vanguard? And you're asking you a question.
Yes, of course I'm Vanguard. Telepathically, I would say back.
Definitely.
Obviously. Yeah.
And he's gonna say, perfect, get your gear, get to the front, to the gate. And he's just gonna point off to the right a little bit, and you're gonna see a path down to get to the front of the gate. They don't have the full gate open, but there is like a person-sized door where people are filing in and out of, just in case. So you're able to kind of see that's where the commotion is going.
Okay. Yeah, and that's where I would head. I'd try to head up over that area, get up on the wall to get a better vantage point of what I could see.
Definitely. And what are you doing, Yurei?
I was gonna say, if it's fine, if it's reasonable, basically as he's making his way over there, I'll just kind of like suddenly be next to him, like kind of running, sword out, just like ready to go, and just kind of like look over and just be like, the skull talking from like my hip or whatever. Basically just be like, do you have any idea what's happening? Saith Yurei.
Yeah, it's really likely that you guys would have been in similar bunk situations so that you would all kind of get the picture to move in the same direction. And even if you weren't in the same house in the same bunk, you would kind of be getting directed in the same way. So we could imagine that essentially the same thing happened to you too, and you'd be pretty close to each other while you're getting up to the wall. And while we do get just crested over the wall, we're starting to see just a fire starting off and burning a portion of the trees. The tree line is starting to catch kind of quickly. It seems spotted as well, not just one large flame in the center of an area, but it seems like there's a fire here, 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 and here, just kind of like portioned out at least 15 to 20 spaces away.
Okay. Is it, well, first thought was like, if this were natural, it'd probably be lightning. Is there any kind of weather going on?
No, it's cloudy-ish, but you can still see the stars and moon and everything.
Gotcha. So that wasn't the case. Can we tell just from before we even like get there at our like, run up to the route, can we tell if this seems like it was something that could have even happened naturally, or is it like this seems funky?
Do you want to make some sort of a check for that?
Yeah.
Whether it could be like nature or awareness?
Oh, I want to do nature. That feels correct for this. Nature survival?
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
Is there not a nature skill in DC20?
Yeah, there is. It's under trades.
Yep.
Oh, that's why. Okay. That makes sense. It'd be an intelligence trade. Okay.
Yep.
I'm still gonna go with survival. It's a little better. All right. It's D20 plus 5. Puts me at a 21.
Very good.
Oh,
very
nice.
Good. And you are actually able to like kind of look over here and be like, well, if it was lightning, it would have been in one area. And if it was like, let's say an explosion or sinkhole or fissure eruption, any of that crazy stuff that could happen under the ground, it would have happened in one area and then spread out from there. And it just doesn't look as natural as you would assume a fire to be. It almost seems like, why would this fire 20 spaces away over here be next to the center, be next to this fire 20 spaces away over here?
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on?
Okay, yeah. Makes sense. Confirms my suspicions. I pretty much kind of mentioned that too. I'll be like, seems like foul play if I had to guess, as we're kind of like running up there.
Yeah, I'd be like, do you think someone's setting up a distraction right now to us and they're trying to draw all of our attention to here?
Oh, dang. I didn't even consider that. I'm going to literally just like stop, just like skid to a halt, like dead in my tracks, and just like kind of shock on the face, be like, oh crap. And just kind of like look around. Is there anything else aside from the fires that might catch our attention?
Yeah, I would start,
Yeah.
like for me personally, I would start looking, like Magnus would be looking, knowing that, so Magnus comes from a background of being an assassin, right? So I'd be trying to look from not at the fires directly, but maybe around the fires or different, like where I see everyone running, I want to look where everyone's running from to see if I notice anyone going through those areas.
Okay, definitely. And so for the most part, you're looking over the city to see if someone's running in the opposite direction of the emergency.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
totally.
I want to see if there's anyone sneaking through the opposite, like going the opposite direction.
And if you want to give me a roll for that, maybe like awareness or something,
Yeah.
or
Do an awareness.
investigate. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just do an awareness one. I think that's kind of.
Okay. So honestly, you see
yeah.
several people that look suspicious, and then like they don't look suspicious because you're like, oh wait, that
Yeah.
Vanguard. Now they're running in the right direction. Hold up. So there's
Yeah.
a couple of instances where you're like, is this guy? No. Is this no? So like
Yeah.
you kind of can't tell at all.
I'm still sleepy. Like,
Yeah. Getting
Yeah.
the crusties out of your eyes.
oh man, it just seems weird that if all these fires are like, maybe I'm thinking too far into that. Yeah, I'll kind of focus back around. Not see anything.
Yeah.
Is there anyone outside the wall right now?
There are a decent amount of people starting to form outside of the wall, just trying to wet the trees around the city and also go in deeper into the woods to try and get rid of the fire. They're starting to assemble a couple of just squads to get in there and see what's going on. And since you did get such a good roll for your roll, Cody, as well as you asked for something like different, you're also going to hear like the loud sound of cicadas. Like the bugs are extraordinarily active, more than you would have noticed over the past couple of months you've been here.
Interesting. Okay. That's weird. That would definitely catch my attention. And I'm wondering, I don't know in real life how nature reacts to fires, but I'm wondering if that's like a normal thing with fires, like animals are freaking out, or if it's like should be the opposite, where they're like quiet because of the fires. You know what I mean?
Most of them try to get away from it, like birds, wildlife tries to flee from it. So you don't really typically, unless it's trapped, everything tries to get away from it.
Okay, yeah, that's weird. Okay, I'll put that in my back pocket. Yeah, I feel like without being able to noticeably,
Where are you at?
like, visualize something that we're being distracted from, it's kind of just like a time push of like, well, crap, I guess we'll just get there and then hopefully we're not wrong kind of thing and assess it, you know? So I'm thinking.
Yeah. Are you up there with me still, or are you down on the ground?
I'd say
Yeah,
I'm pretty much following you around for the most part.
Yeah, then I mean, I had a really bad awareness look for seeing if there's anyone. I'm not really suspicious of anyone, so I would guess go out there. Let's go out there to the area, see what we can find out there.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to try to
necessarily-
help put the fire out. Yeah, I want to investigate. I don't want to try to be putting anything out. I want to focus on what caused it, I think.
Yeah, I feel like there's a bunch of bodies already coming out here. If anything, we should like keep our eyes peeled to be the protection from them, not necessarily the fire.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, totally. And if you guys want to head out of the walls, there's a easy way to do so. It's just down by the big gate. There's a door to slip out for just individual people. And as you do start to walk outside of the walls, you're going to see a bunch of different crowds going in different areas. You can decide to follow one of them or just like bounce back and forth between them in the woods. But just going forward, essentially, you'll see this large orange glow in the about mile or two away from you. So it'll take just a little bit of walking, but honestly, you guys are pretty fast and athletic, so it wouldn't take you all that long to get there.
I want to find like the first group that has people that look like they're in over their head trying to be helpful. The ones that need protecting the most, and follow them.
Okay, definitely. And I guess looking around, you're gonna see the first person who looks like they're in over their head is the person who's telling people what to do, because they also don't know what to do. So he's like, over there, you do this. Like, no one actually knows what's going on. So they're like, think of something, go. You know, random bullcrap, go.
Yeah.
So,
We'll follow
that
them
guy's
as they're
sweating bullets.
strangely running directly towards the fires, just to, you know, be protective of them just in case.
Yeah, exactly. But that guy's sweating bullets, and you can see a couple of other people just trying to figure out what the heck to do. Like one team is just watering the trees immediately next to ends. They look like they got it handled. One just decided to start going into the woods, trying to see what's going on. And there's going to be several others that are just doing a variation of covering fires and investigating.
Okay.
A good number of them seem like they could use some help, to be honest.
Okay. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, check this out. You, Ray, would have thought of this way sooner, but as soon as I'm close to any fire at all, well, if we're not there yet, we're not there yet. But my plan is, as soon as we get to like any fire at all, I have the ability to snuff out mundane light sources. So I want to try to literally just like smallest patch of fire I can, just like snuff it real quick.
Cool.
And then I'll know if it's magic or not immediately.
Nice.
That is yes.
That's good thinking.
Yeah, that'll give us a bit of insight right away, at least.
And it'll be pretty quick for you guys to get to a bunch of different fires that are starting all over the woods here. If there's something that you guys are looking for specifically or anything like that before we get to these fires, you're going to find them really quick. And to perform that test, if you do want to, would just take a quick roll. And also, you're going to hear the sound of those insects getting louder and louder as you guys go into the fort.
Very interesting. So yeah, like I imagine a lot of it's like big sources of fire. So I'm going to try to just like find like an ember in the air kind of thing and just like snuff the ember to see if I can at all. That'll be basically the goal.
Okay, totally. And just a little ember floating away, just easy. Done. Out of your hair.
Okay. So it seems like at least the fire itself isn't magic. Could have been caused by magic, but still be mundane technically or whatever. But okay, so that's cool. That's good. Okay.
Are we past the fires right now, or are we like up to the fires?
You're about to where the fires are. There's a large blazing fire, let's say, in the center, but several different fires all around this large blazing fire. For the most part, it looks like the one you guys are at right now, 3 or 4 trees are currently on fire, and they've all kind of like toppled onto each other. Being able to like snuff that one out is going to take a little bit extra energy, but
yeah,
you've got some help behind you with like water mages and stuff too. So people on site here to help.
Okay.
And can I also get awareness checks from both of you guys?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was about to do do my mind sense thing as a scion to kind of reach out, but it only goes 10 spaces, and I feel like we're in a 10 space area as it is right now. So all I would end up sensing is a bunch of people
Yeah,
around me. Yeah. All right. Awareness. 17 for me.
16 for me.
Honestly, really good. Both of you guys are actually going to notice this almost at the same time. While people are starting to put some of these fires out, like you'll see just little embers starting to flicker off of the fire and like fly away as they do when you're looking at a fire. But like one of these embers just looks like it's a little bit more able to move than a flicker in the fire should be. It's almost like it's like up, down again, now back up, type of thing. It's almost moving like it's insect-like. So both of you guys almost at the same time look at each other like, what's going on with the embers?
Fireflies. That's what's going on. All right. What happens if I summon a little wraith next to me and just make a little short bow attack at one of these puppies?
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack check to see how well you do.
18.
And honestly, you just basically blast this thing straight out of the air. It's almost like, those like poppets that you throw at the ground. It's almost like
yeah. Okay. Interesting. Does it seem like more of a violent reaction than just an ember?
It does seem like a little bit more of a violent reaction. Like it actually
Okay. I'll point that out. If Magnus didn't see it, I'll basically just point at it and be like, I don't know what that means, but it's not good.
I don't even know.
I know what okay.
So it kind of blew up. Like I would have noticed it kind of blow up and it would have been a little bit more than typical.
But like firecracker almost.
Okay.
Did we hear it? Did we hear like a noise come from it, like a scream almost like, or anything at all? Or
nothing really like that, no. You wouldn't have, your mind sense wouldn't even have picked up anything from it either.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we see more? Can we see more if we're looking around for them?
And now that you guys do have that like in your mind and you see that's what you're looking for, you see hundreds.
Oh no. Do we
does it look like the fireflies are trying to come towards like the fires that are right there, like they're trying to be attracted to the fires?
They are attracted to light, yes. So they're kind of like circling these different flames.
They're attracted to light. Okay.
It doesn't necessarily seem intentional. Like they're not swarming a tree. They're just found.
So what I would like to do is, I gotta read it. Where is it? I gotta read it first before I say what I want to do, because I don't know if I can do this with that spell. Essentially, what I'm trying to do is use Firebolt, but I think you can, like where I do Firebolt and kind of like hold it.
Yeah, you can totally do a held action for a spell.
Yeah,
right.
It has its
so Fire Orb. It's called Fire Orb. So a flickering flame appears in your hand. The flame can remain there for 10 minutes and harms neither you nor your equipment. The flame sheds bright light in a 5-space radius. The spell ends early if you dismiss it for free. If you cast it again or spend 1 AP to make the spell attack with it. So
I'm glad there's something like that.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do a Firebolt or a Fire Orb in my hand and try to kind of make it as big as I can. I don't know how big it would actually get, but I try to put some stuff in there, and I'd like to hold it out to see if it attracts these fireflies, ember flies, whatever they're called, and see if I can attract them towards me.
Totally. And does that require a check or anything, or does it just happen?
It just says.
I would figure it probably just happened, but
appears in your hand.
Yeah.
Hold on, 1 second. I need 1 second. Sorry, 1 second.
Yep, you're all good.
You're totally fine. While he's gone for a second, I have the same ability. So like if we notice that it doesn't quite work, I'm gonna try to I'll just do the same thing. Like I'll start hovering around his orb and try to condense it, make it a double fire orb, see if it's any brighter and if that makes the difference.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, we'll kind of do like a double.
That'd be cool.
It's hard to say. I know there's fire everywhere, so it really might just not be enough in contrast, but we'll see.
And honestly, I might want to just skip right to that because as the fire starts to show up in his hands, right, a couple of them start to circle around it, but it's not necessarily enough. And with Uri's help, it is actually this big beacon above both of your heads. And you're honestly getting crazy looks from some of the rest of the Radiant Vanguard.
They did it. They started the fires.
I didn't start the fires.
That's awesome. Interesting. I'll just look at you. We're both just kind of holding up this spirit bomb of, not really, but just this fireball ahead of us kind of thing. We'll just look at you, be
we kind of want to do our hands like this with the fire orbs. And be
just be well, Magnus, now what do we do?
Yeah.
You do have a considerable amount of them following you.
Perfect.
And the only reason you're not currently being burned by them is because of your spell not affecting you with heat.
Then I would say to Ure, do we lead him further away from Enza, or I mean, what do we do?
Yeah, I think I really don't know what to do, but I feel like a first thought might be just like we'll try to run around basically and try to gather them, and then like just pull them away from the crowd, and the whole time just like yelling like everyone get back.
Let's try to gather them all. Let's try to gather them. Like, let's go around to try to gather them all, I would say, and then concentrate all of the water mages and ice mages and whoever, like all the spellcasters they have, to cast like a big thing of like water and ice at them as we collect them in an area to try to put them all out at one time.
Whoa, that's cool. It's a good enough plan for me. I feel like we might take some collateral damage, but I'm down for it. I really don't know a better plan. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
I like
we just kind of we shield up and
that sounds
take
cool.
our chances.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to make a check to maybe see how nimbly you can get around the forest without burning all of it down?
Yeah, I'm wondering if this should be an agility, or like
it's like leading a fire balloon around the forest.
Basically.
Basically, it is. Can I do an acrobatics check?
I was hoping for acrobatics as well. Okay, let's do that. Oh, all right. I'm at a 22.
What's acrobatics?
Got this, Magnus.
Want to be a 1?
No.
Oh, 20. 30, 20.
Actually,
30.
So
yeah.
22 and 20.
You guys have been rolling really well today.
Yeah, we have.
Don't say that.
That'll stop as soon as we need it to not.
yeah, right when we need it.
But you guys are able to expertly carry these fireflies through the forest. You're almost like bouncing between the fires that are already started. So even if you did cause a little bit more fire, it's just on something that's already on fire. So you're able to mitigate the damage almost entirely. And as you guys have this like bundle of what's getting close to just thousands of fireflies around your guys' hands, you're able to give people a signal. And after a while, they all kind of see what you're doing. And then they're like, yes. They're like, okay, help these guys. So for the most part, you do have a crowd forming around you. Like, what are these guys doing? And the other half is like, we're here. We got you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So if you cue the word, they're happy to help.
We're straight up like, now we are straight up like Goku forming a spirit bomb where it's like, people of Enza, give us your energy.
Yeah. Then I would say let's, as best we can, let's just kind of situate ourselves. We try to find something to either make like a barrier, like while we're holding our orbs up, provide a little protection. And we just like, we cast it. We tell everyone like now, like attack or douse it now or whatever we want to say.
Yeah.
And just
the best tree stump or rock or whatever that can half cover us while our hands are sticking above it.
Yeah.
That's what we'll look for.
Very cool. And you do have a decent amount of help around you. The whole city is almost on your back at the moment. So one of the heavily armored dudes that have a big shield, they're happy to step in front of you guys.
Oh, let's go.
It's not like the whole cover for you. They're doing the best they can, and they're still wearing metal. And metal and fire don't mix well. So
true.
Not only that, another one of the guys that was like giving out commands, trying to tell everyone what to do, he's going to say, first water, then ice, pull. And then it's just going to be one large just splash of water coming from almost every single direction around you guys. And as that's starting to like crash and blow all of the fireflies everywhere, you feel the ice mages activate. And your hands are almost just like frostbitten, raised above yourself, like going from burning hot to so cold in just an instant. And you're not going to necessarily incur too much damage as long as you're able to get your hand out of there. If you're keeping your hand up in the sky just trying to freeze, that's going to be on you. But you guys got really, really good agility checks, so I don't want to say that you'll have to redo that,
Yeah, because immediately as soon as they cast it, that's when we would just basically drop our fire orb at that point because they're not going to go anywhere, and we would be dropping our fire orbs and ducking down to kind of not take the lessen the damage as much as possible. So that's kind of what I feel like because I don't think we would keep it up, like holding it up once they say now. It'd be like a now and drop and cover. So
that's true.
Definitely. And that works pretty much without a hitch. Both of you guys are covered by this guy with the large shield as well. And just like turning around, looking at the dude, he's got a thicker mustache than you do, and it's just frosted through all the way. He looks at you guys like
yeah, just shivering.
I would recast Fire Orb and just kind of hold it out. And
Yeah.
like, thank you for your bravery for shielding us during that. Please warm yourself off of my orb.
And this is like a relative. This is like one of those manly men too, but at this time he's also like, thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So as soon as those are out, Ure, I would go to Ure. It's like, okay, we must start assessing what brought them here. Something brought them here or attracted them here. We need to find out what it is.
And as all of that's been going on, most of the fires are starting to die down. Everyone's working together to get this thing underway. But you are going to hear one of the guys who, they're going to talk to the guy who is commanding out orders, right? And you're going to hear one of the other guys be like, "Sir, you must see what we found." And they're going to point a little bit off into the direction of a very, very burnt clearing now. But it appears that there's still a bit of a faint glow, but not from fire. So you guys are able to notice this, especially since some of the trees have cleared out here too. And that's kind of like you being able to like spy on the brass.
Okay. Yeah. In response to Magnus right away, I'll just be like, if I swear, if there's an intelligent being responsible for this, they will pay sincerely for interrupting my beauty sleep, saith Ure.
Yeah, yes, I will. Well, I don't need beauty sleep, but I will help you avenge for that lack of sleep.
I beg to differ.
Yeah. So I guess I head over that way and start investigating the area.
Okay, definitely. And you guys, along with another group that's starting to push deeper into the forest, are kind of like moving towards this, what feels like a glowing purple light now. And as you get closer and closer, you guys are going to see this here.
Cool.
Wow.
Okay, this is
Now for the
awesome.
Thank you. So for the most part, the forest around it's pretty burnt down. There's lots of smoke, but this specific little circle here is almost like an oasis in the desert of the fire. So this is just perfectly pristine, but you are going to notice that the pool is like a glistening twilight. And every now and then you'll see just a tiny little firefly just pop out of the pool.
Oh my gosh. All right. My first thought is like, wow, I might even actually say it. You know what? Uri's going to be like, this looks like something straight out of the Fae. And then I'll just like look at Magnus and just be like, oh, I hope it isn't.
You're going to see Magnus is a little like, probably a little more agitated than typical, because just remembering his encounters with the Fae. And do I have a marking from them?
I don't believe you have a marking, but you are under contract.
Yeah.
There was a couple of negative side effects, like losing a shadow in your voice.
Yeah. Like I would just be, I would be very kind of perturbed, like not angry, but just upset. Because I'm not very fond of the Fae right now still. Yeah. And I would just tell Ure, I was like, yes, I believe you are correct. But is it the same Fae, or are these new?
Right. Could be related. Could not be. All right. Well, I'm definitely going to go over to this fancy pool and just kind of like look over it a little bit and like kick a rock into it.
And it doesn't necessarily ripple how you would expect it to ripple into water. It just is a very smooth right in, and it's like a faint one ripple. It's not several.
Okay, next thought, I'm going to take out my frost enchanted sword and just kind of like gently dip it into the pool and then pull it back out. Anything interesting?
For the most part, no. You're able to stab the pool and nothing necessarily happens.
Does my sword seem wet?
No.
Ah, I knew it. And I'll look back at Magnus and be like, this is a portal to your new home, Magnus.
I got their name. What was their name? Court of something?
The Court of Ledger Leaf.
Court of Ledger Leaf. That's
interesting.
Right.
Interesting how you pulled that, how you just had that ready to go, Alex. Very interesting.
You see how I did that? See how I did that?
No fumbling.
I did that? Yeah.
No time to recall it. He was like, oh, it's this.
Just immediately had it on him.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'd be like, are they calling me? Are they calling for me already? And I would try to reach out. I would try to reach out mentally and be like, if this is the court of Ledger Leaf, speak now what you ask. And that's I would just say that. Speak now what you're asking.
And you hear nothing in return.
All right. Well, I don't like it, but if we want to find the source and possibly at least ask them to stop, we gotta go in.
we gotta go in. I didn't want to go in.
I know.
I did not want to go in. Okay. Yeah, I'll look at you and I'll know. And I'll just be like, I'll look at you, I'll look at the portal. Shall we?
Yeah. I'll just step right in.
And as you guys do walk through the portal, let's just say like you're wading into the pool. If you were going to like smack face first into the pool, it would be like you're walking straight into the dimension. But if you're like wading into the pool like a normal person would wade into the pool, you essentially get thrown out sideways. So which one did you do?
Definitely that.
Oh, so that's funny. That's funny because I was gonna just jump in the pool.
Okay, that's even better.
So before you said that, I was just gonna. I wasn't. This is not a jump like that. I was gonna be standing and just like kind of jump in if I could. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
and you would get a good couple of feet deep into the forest that you guys are about to see.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's even more colorful than you could imagine. And these trees have a faint silver to them. The bark on them is starting to glow quite a bit. And you're also going to notice that a decent amount of those fireflies exist in this forest. They're just landing on the trees totally fine. It's almost like these trees don't get caught on fire.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Should we try to like cover the hole for a second, or cover the portal in any way to kind of like prevent any fireflies going through just while we're checking things out? Or does it seem like any of them are? Does it seem like something we need to worry about?
I feel like if it's only like, it looks like a couple are coming through at a time, that there would have been people like still there at the portal with us, and just they probably put them out as they come through.
Yeah, that could be cool. Maybe before we actually step in, we're kind of like, all right, you know, like kind of assess. This seems like the source. Maybe try to like catch these things out before they, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the people that were sitting outside of the portal definitely would have been like, yeah, anything that moves out of this portal, we're totally going to get it. And you guys being the first ones to be like, oh yeah, let's go in there. Everyone else was like,
yeah, that sounds right.
Because I mean, I don't know if we'd really be able to cover it very effectively.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. All right.
Can I call out now? Like, can I call out now to be like, if this is the court of Ledger Leaf, please tell us what is it that you're asking for?
And in a almost disgruntled and annoyed way, you go to call that out, but you know that you can't talk, so you almost like try to say it with your voice anyway. And the first few words come out like, so what? And then your eyes are open. Why did I just talk?
Is it normal talking? Does he have a voice here?
Yeah, he just had at least 2 or 3 words that kind of like creaked out.
I would look down immediately. Do I see a shadow?
You do see a faint shadow, just like barely around your 2 feet. Doesn't even connect yet.
Because I remember, I remember there being a whole thing of like a mark of dishonor if you don't have a shadow here or whatever. So it's probably enough to still be that, you know. People would be like, he doesn't have a real shadow.
Yeah. Or they're playing with my shadow with me, because that's what Faye would do.
Yeah, that too. All right, fun.
Okay, I would just look at Ure and I would try to speak again. Is this working? Am I speaking? I would try to get that out.
It's hard for you to do so, but you can.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Where do we go from here?
Right.
Like looking around.
Kind of looking around. What time is it like? What's it like here? Is it daytime right now? Is it the same time as it was before we came in, you know?
It seems like you're just at the edge of twilight. You don't see a moon, though, to be able to gauge, like, what time of day or anything. But these trees are, like, redwoods tall. So, like, gigantic. And there's going to be, like, a faint silvery mist on the ground of fog, just kind of, like, making it a little bit harder to see.
Okay. Yeah, right away. You know, I'd be like, I know that it's not a place to trust your instincts at all, but it is awfully beautiful. Really everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I tried calling out again, one more time, now that I can kind of speak a little bit more, I would try to call out again. If this is a court of Ledger Leaf, speak to us now.
And still you hear silence.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully that's a good.
Yeah.
Do we see a large source or specific area that these fireflies are maybe hanging out at, or are they kind of just here hanging out?
They're kind of just here hanging out. Like at the tops of trees, you're gonna see like little clusters of them, almost like either that's like a firefly nest or maybe just like fruit that they're eating. But it's not strange because you see a bunch of those on a bunch of different treetops.
Okay.
And for the most part, the fireflies don't necessarily seem like a threat. They just kind of seem like an environmental feature.
Okay. Well, we're here. Almost no direct motive to do anything now. Seems like the fireflies are kind of doing their thing. So I'm wondering, I mean, it's pretty cool. Should we literally just kind of like explore and check the place out so that we know what's around from this portal that's nearby Enza? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing is just kind of we go in a direction. Can I do a survival? Would it be survival to kind of see if I notice any tracks of any sort, like I'm looking for like disturbed twigs, branches, grass, like something like if I like from the portal. I don't know if do we appear wet? We probably don't appear wet, do we?
No, but it is like a damp environment.
Yeah. So I just want to kind of see if I'm seeing any signs of like, was there any other activity around that goes in a certain direction? As that's kind of what I want to do a survival check for.
Definitely. Please give me a roll. See how it goes.
I'm fancy with survival. I'll probably end up helping out a little bit too.
Definitely. You can roll yourself or give help.
I'll give help. Oh boy.
I need the help.
Well, I can only help you with 3.
Oh, that didn't. Yeah. Did we get anything with the 10?
Brings it up to an average roll.
Yeah. So, funny enough, you do actually see some footprints moving away from this portal here. And Magnus is still kind of like on edge from the things that have been going on and not necessarily been like on point with his assumptions. He's like, oh, I must follow these. It looks like an intimidating presence, or at least that's kind of what you're thinking at the most part. And you're going to see what looks like hoof prints leading away from this portal. And if you follow it, it's more like broken twigs and grass that you're going to see. But it does look like a large hoof print. Like you could fit your foot in it.
Ooh, interesting. Maybe we'll encounter a fey moose.
I was thinking a centaur, but yeah, I like a fey moose better.
That makes way more sense. Something like that is way, yeah.
But I like your thinking better. Like I think that would be easier to encounter.
Yeah, Tara, that'd not be so good either.
Oh, I do not want to encounter one of those.
Well,
this is friendly. Maybe his name's Bill and he's friendly. You know.
Yeah, he could be super chill. Chill Bill. You know, that's what we'll call him.
Yeah, Chill Bill. There we go. Chill Bill the Minotaur.
All right. First, if it's a Minotaur, first words out of our mouths. It's like Chill Bill. What's
Chill Bill?
Chill Bill.
What?
Yeah, that's the play. All right.
Yeah.
It works on all Minotaurs, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Follow. I can't think of nothing better than to follow him.
Yeah. Might as well.
Okay.
Cautiously, of course.
Yeah. Of course. This another damp environment. You raise hat off, just like angrily, just like brushing her hair as we're following these prints.
And understanding the Fey world, like can I do a history check of what I recall about Fey worlds to kind of know, or I kind of feel like understanding the Fey world, like I would try to be cautious of what I touch and what we step on, because almost anything and everything is alive in a Fey world.
Yeah,
totally.
Mystical Australia.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, like, kind of see if I can be cautious enough of what we're going through. 15.
Okay. Not bad. Better than middle of the road. And as you do look around at most of the things that you're looking at, you're just like getting this strange feeling. Like, this feels like the Fae, but like it also doesn't for some reason. Like the Fae have this, let's say, sinister, manic feel to it, but this has more of a ominous, depressive feel to it. It's in the exact same like category, but it's not the same. And you're kind of like picking up on that, like, I've never heard of silver trees in the Fae, like stuff like that.
Ah, interesting. This could be literally a completely different realm we know nothing about, which is exciting.
Yeah, and I would share all this with Ure, obviously, as we're walking. I'll be like, Ure, I do not know what you recall of the Fey worlds or how much you are aware of the Fey worlds, but there's something strange about this that doesn't feel. It appears Fey, but doesn't feel Fey-like. Because I'm speaking again. Why would they give me my voice back?
That's a good point too.
Why would I have a faint shadow? Maybe this isn't Fey.
Maybe you're right.
And as you guys are following these footsteps, you're gonna look down at your shadow, and further into the forest you go, the darker it gets.
What the hecky? Okay. Yeah. Growing up in the Solbrax Dominion, I haven't learned much. The education is pretty low as a means of keeping you subservient, and I've really just only known the desert. So this is pretty interesting. I was only operating under assumptions. This may not be the Fae at all. Maybe you're right.
As soon as I see that my shadow getting darker, I want to stop. Like, I don't want to keep going. I just want to stop immediately and kind of just take in our surroundings. Something feels off.
Yeah, I'm gonna casually just like point my finger at his shadow, like a little finger gun, and just like shoot a little firebolt at the shadow too. Not like anything crazy, like just a little bit, just to check.
Okay. And nothing in particular happens other than like a misty fizzle out of your fireball, because everything is a little bit wet and damp from the mist.
Okay.
So we don't see nothing different from that.
It doesn't seem like
we're kind of following the hoof prints right now, right?
Yep.
I'd like to keep going in the general direction of those footprints, but I want to go from about 15 spaces to the right.
Okay.
Not on the footprints, like on the hoof prints themselves, but more on the right. And I just want to keep going in that same direction. I think we should go in that same direction, Ure, but let's not be on these footprints. Something doesn't feel right. Or I could telepathically link with you, and we can kind of space out a little bit.
Okay.
To see if you're more aware of something on the one side, if I pick up something on the other side, we can kind of because I have telepathic reach for up to 100 spaces. So
yeah, I'd say
I'm not saying we get 100 spaces apart.
Right. I'd say if that doesn't exhaust you in any way, that's definitely worth it. We should 100% do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
We'll both split
and
15 spaces-ish away from the thing and just kind of like, honestly, probably not really even see each other all that well, except for glimpses here and there.
And since we're getting closer to the tracks and doing a little bit of a split, do you guys want to make stealth checks to see how well you do while getting closer to them?
Certainly.
Yes.
Ooh, only a 9 for me.
Okay.
25 for me.
Very good. Very good. And honestly, Magnus, you're walking through the forest just like you've been here every day of your life. You almost know it like the back of your hand. But as you're like walking through the forest, you're starting to look just over a couple of bushes, and you notice a rhinoceros-sized ram. It looks like it's got sheep wool as well, and it's actually multicolored. You have several different like tones of, you see white, brown, and gray, but you're also going to see like different vibrant fluorescent colors like pink or blue from the mushrooms. So you're going to see this like rhinoceros-sized ram, and like as you're looking over this like heavy breathing type of monster, it's going to snap its neck straight over to the right as it hears as Ure rips a piece of her dress.
That sounds about right. Let's just like rip my sleeve on a tree, and I'm just like, I look over at Magnus like, oh.
How far from it am I?
About 10 spaces.
Cool. I'd like to try to mind sense to see if it's intellectual at all, to see if is it just a rhinoceros or is it a intellectual creature?
For the most part, just a rhinoceros-like being, just a beast.
Okay. Let me go ahead and use a stamina point on that.
I'm scared.
Is it moving towards your ray at all? Or does it just snap it?
So we're line of sight, like staring each other down at the moment. Like it sees your ray and it's like, am I going to charge type of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's also doing the ram thing where it's like putting its head down to show its horns.
I want to, hold on. I want to use.
I'm going to yell out, it's chill build.
Nice try.
Just kidding.
I kind of want to, can you use command on a creature like this?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
That's a good question. I don't
'Cause
remember technically.
kinda
if
wanna-
there's like command animal or beast or whatever. If that's like its own thing, I don't remember. It doesn't, whatever. I don't know.
Well, I don't feel like
If we
being too
care.
stupid to understand the command should matter. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want it. I don't know if it's a legal command to say like, no, because that'd be more like charm or something. Because I want to tell it to. It had to be intellectual to understand. It had to be intellectual to understand.
Do I have any
So
food on me?
I really can't use. Yeah, I can't really use command because it'd have to understand what I'm saying. So
It won't understand words.
yeah,
I
I want to do
have
Cybolt, but I want to
Cybolt.
do Cybolt. No. I want to do the passive, like the
Oh,
headache, where you can use Cybolt. I like the passives of some of these current spells that we have. Where a headache, where I can tear into the mind of a creature that I can see within range, and give them a mild headache for like 1 minute. So, but like as I say, so as I hear Ure, dress tear, and I see it start to turn around immediately, I would try to tear into its mind to give it kind of a headache to make it not be able to see clearly. And I would tell Ure, move now quietly away and hide yourself. Is what I would telepathically try to do.
And do you want to give me a roll for? Is it like a
Yeah.
attack check, or do we have to contest it?
I feel like this is going to be like a spell check versus a PD, right? It doesn't
Sure.
say that, but that's what I think we should be.
AD,
Right?
maybe
Okay.
even.
Yeah, I'll do a spell. Let me just do a spell. Let's a spell check against the PD.
I want to make it more chaotic, and I'll like as this is happening, I'll use the sorcery cantrip to basically just make like a umbral like orb shadow like thing that kind of like spreads into wings behind me, just like spooky looking, as I'm trying to like walk away, make myself big. Like you'd want to mess with me either,
Okay. We'll call that help too.
All right, cool, perfect. I'll roll
A
you a D8
16.
plus
Oh.
8.
Nice.
Good
Very good.
4.
And it's not just a headache, but a bit of a migraine. And this sheep is so sick and tired of your crap. It looks over at Ure and gets almost a little bit scared, and then the headache sets in. And it just like starts lumbering away in a direction not in your direction. It's
When?
just trying to get out of there at that point.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now we kill it.
It's maybe a giant animal, but it's a giant animal of prey.
Yeah.
Is that the right term? I don't know. Giant
Yeah,
prey.
I don't really want to attack it if we don't have to.
Right. Yeah, fair. Same.
Yeah.
All right,
Definitely.
we followed it though.
Yeah.
And deeper into the forest, your shadow returned a little bit, and so did the pressure off of your throat, if it was pressure from not being able to talk.
Very interesting. What the heck is this place?
I don't know, but we can't keep following this thing.
What is Ure, by the way? Nice.
Mechanically a spell blade with
Spell blade,
some
okay.
warlock stuff.
Totally. And how does the spellblade work exactly? Do you have a patron or a deity, or like do you make an oath to someone or something? Or is that just like kind of ambiguous? You can do
I
whatever.
think for the spell blade, it's a pretty ambiguous thing, but
Yeah.
for Ure specifically, I mean, a lot of times I'm that guy that'll pick a class and just like completely just be like, I don't care what the class is. It's just this is what it is to me, kind of thing. So for Ure specifically, she was just kind of like basically a sorcerer in the sense that she just like had some natural connections to mana and stuff like that, and then ended up getting weird and digging up a skull that it was enchanted for some specific lore reasons. But yeah, now basically using the enchanted skull, she's just like necromancer sauce, so.
Okay. So you're not like a
Which is
warlock, or I guess an
Not
oath
really.
paladin or something like
Yeah.
that,
Not really. I would
which
say
is
it's
one of the things for
mostly like a natural mana connection a little bit, and then using the enchantment that for whatever reason my skull's enchanted that I don't even know about. So that's kind of like a spell focus and natural connection a little bit is kind of the deal.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's some of the stuff that's on the spellblade, like for DC20, is that it can be like a bloodline, a weapon type of item, type of thing. So that's pretty cool. I don't think
Yeah.
I've seen anyone play it that way, so that's pretty cool.
Definitely. But all right. So moving into the forest, you're gonna notice that your shadow gets darker the more you move forward, but your shadow is gonna get a little bit lighter the more you move back. Scaring away this big beast leaves a great deal of like space in its wake, so it's kind of like pushed apart a couple of bushes. And after a decent amount of like looking around, you're almost able to see what seems like a stone structure in the distance. but it's not necessarily the most vivid thing that you can see. And it seems like it's surrounded by maybe bushes.
Yeah. You're right. Do you feel that you can be quiet this time as we approach it?
I mean, well, I'd say yes, but I thought that last time.
Hold your dress to you as we go through and watch for branches. But yeah, I want to carefully kind of walk up to it. You know, I want to obviously get closer because, you know, the fact that I don't feel as much pressure anymore, probably at all. And then if I look down, I see that possibly seeing that my shadow is actually connected to me now, like really connected to me, and like looks like a normal shadow, looks just like Uray's shadow. I would want to cautiously still approach, but still I want to approach. I think we should approach this building. I think we should.
Every now and then as we're walking, I'll just like casually just like stab Magnus's shadow. Just like every now and then, just a random poke.
Very cool. And as you guys get closer and closer to this building, you're gonna notice that it's almost like you were above it in a way, like uphill, and now you're moving downhill a little bit. And as you see this start to like unfold around you, you're gonna notice that it's a stone like building in the center of a hedge maze, a very, very ominous looking maze. Got
awesome.
Thorns all over the hedges too, so you can't necessarily cut through them. And the things like plants and stuff isn't flammable in this area, just like the trees. So you can't just burn the hedge maze down.
There's a hedge mage? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, gotcha. Very interesting. As soon as we get to it, I'll, look at Magnus and just be like, maybe they've got sick games like the Fae at least. And then just kind of take my sword and like give like a solid, not trying to be crazy with it, but like a solid whack to the thorns to see if they are difficult to break like I expect they will be.
Yeah, I would see this maze and I'd be like, you're right, not a maze. We must stay together. We must be careful. But the rule for mazes is stay to the right.
Always go right. That works for me.
If we come to a dead end, we go back, but we stay to the right. That is the one standard rule for doing a maze.
Yeah. All right. Just be like, I can live with that. We should certainly see what this building's about in the middle of this mess.
Yes.
So yes, we should get through this.
But let us be careful. We do not know if there's any traps or I don't know what would be within this maze, or what these thorns. Like, do we notice if these thorns are moving at all? Like when Uray poked it. Like,
so
do they seem alive?
From the slash, it seemed like you were just cutting normal foliage, but it does seem like when you slashed through a couple of vines, they reconnected.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would be like, I've heard from Magnus his encounter with a wall of like thorns. I do not want to lose an arm like him.
Draven? Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
So you did the opposite
Draven.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I do not want to
Yeah.
be. I do not want to end up like Draven and lose an arm through these walls of thorns and whatnot.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, same. That guy has issues.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've roomed with him for one time. Yeah, so I mean, do you want to just go in? Do you want to look around a little bit more, or should we just go in and see if there's any other entrances, or just this one entrance?
That is interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we could do a little bit of a perimeter, and just kind of see if there's really only one entrance in.
Would we have noticed, like, if we were coming down like a hill to this thing, would we have noticed any other entrances, or like, does it look fairly large too? I'm guessing.
It looked like one entrance so far, and it was relatively large. The maze, the maze itself is essentially just like a giant square. So walking around it, if you did take the time, it would seem like there's only one way to go in, and the way to like get into the building is just going to be in the center.
Okay. Do we see anything protruding from the maze that's like a little bit higher that could give us any kind of like insight on really anything? I guess.
Yeah. So every now and then you're gonna see like broken pillars or different things like that, but nothing that's like a landmark. That's like,
okay. No dragons stepping out of the maze.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I would just be using my survival instincts to try to navigate our way through the maze.
Sure. I was hoping that this would be a skill challenge, but intelligence based. If you guys could throw some of those, just to hopefully get through the maze.
Survival.
Okay, yeah. Let me see. Let me see what I have. What Uray would do here. I want to be very intentional about like being very like observant and investigative of like every piece of the ground. Like I'm gonna look for every single like stepping stone and how it's cracked to like basically just make sure we don't backtrack. And I'll just be, if I can argue, for an investigation check to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would be looking for signs of anything that points, that like looks the same. That would be an indication of a path or like hidden markers to tell someone like, hey, this is the way through the path is what I would be looking for.
Definitely. And let's get a roll from both of you. See how well you're doing. Oh, really
I did
well.
okay.
Just
Oh, there we go. You're right.
right.
Oh, not bad.
Jeez,
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
You know, with the way that successes work in DC20, you've honestly probably made it through the challenge, to be honest here. But yeah, honestly, that's at least, it was gonna be like a 10 and then a 15 that you guys would have to pass through, but you
Yeah.
would have had like 3 successes from the first roll and then 2 successes from the next one. So 5 successes on this is more than I was assuming you'd get.
Me too.
Yeah. Honestly, me too. I was expecting my low roll in this matter.
I just imagine like we go into this and we're like, all right, let's do this, I guess. Like we're all nervous, like stay to the right. It's like, all right. And there's like a couple steps and then just like a cut and we're just like leaving. We're like, all right, we did it.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
like
that's-
just
This
hyping
amazing.
yourself,
Yeah.
Right.
right, hyping yourself up to go through the maze, but like you can see straight through the vines. So you're like, oh, we're left, right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And as you guys start walking closer and closer to the center of the hedge maze, you guys are gonna see this here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The-
Ominous much with snakes. Yeah.
The building appears to be essentially just ruins, but you are going to see them like getting up to the tippy top. Like, just from certain angles, it looks like a completed building, but now it's just completely desolate. As you're looking over into the center, you're going to notice something starting to rise, almost like a staircase that you would be able to come in and out of. But as you see something rise, you're going to see this right here.
Oh, all right.
Whoa.
Hopefully it's a little easier to see now.
Oh. Hold on.
I might,
Hold
yeah.
on. Hold on. Oh, this previous episode,
Mm-hmm.
forgot which one it was. You guys encountered the serpent thing. It was, I don't remember the name of the episode, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It was when they were recovering the Heart of Orem as like an artifact for a nearby city. That
Yes.
lost their cathedral artifact thingy. Yep.
Yes.
I do remember that. And there was a guy that, I don't know, this is, it's not really metagamey because it's like previous reports, it is what it is. But yeah, there was definitely a guy that was like some spooky warlock of one of those, of like some snake deity. Don't know how similar this is. This could just be a snake person, who knows? But
Snake deity was named Zerthan, if you need to know.
oh, good. Yeah, good. Interesting that you had that ready.
Yep.
Very strange. You just had that ready to go like that. Okay, cool.
And where he sits now at the map is his actual size.
He's huge.
What?
He's bigger than
And
huge.
let me actually get you guys big.
That is 4x4 squares.
Sure is.
All right, let's roll that. Let's roll those 20s again to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's my actual size. That is my actual size.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfectly accurate.
Hey, what happened there?
But
Yeah, I shrunk the kids.
Yeah.
you do see this thing emerge from the center of the stage and just kind of begin to look at you guys.
The same exact shocked expression as when I ripped my sleeve earlier. And look over to Magnus. It's like, well, look at that. It's Chill Bill.
So, like, immediately, like, I'm trying to think of Bill still, if it's a snake, though. Would
No.
it be more like slippery Sam? I don't know.
There you go.
Slippery Sam.
That's
the
another-
serpent. No.
Yeah. Sly Steve.
Oh, I like snakes. No, actually
right.
did used to. I really did used to have a bunch of pythons. We had like 110 at one point.
Dang, that's
what?
awesome.
110?
Yeah, we used to breed them and stuff like that. Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, what a lore drop.
So Silas. No, not was it Silas? Silas. That's the name I got in my head. Silas was the guy that was worshiping him or working for him.
I do remember that.
He, from the reports that we read, this is what Magnus is recalling, that this deity does not like light. Like he despises light, hates radiant magics, all of that. So probably, I don't know if they would hurt him more, but I don't have any radiant type stuff. I don't think, maybe, but I would want to say this to you to let Ure know as a spell blade, like, hey, I don't know if we have time, if he's aware of us or not, but if you need to meditate and choose your elemental type thing or whatever, just to kind of give you, like, before we like get too close, I don't know how close we are, but I would try to remind you, like, hey, this is what I recall.
I'll pretty much be like, I have fire, frost, and umbral. It's the best I can do.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
The monster's gonna look at you guys, and it'll say, "Challenger or cowards?"
I'll look over at Magnus and just be like, "You think this is a real choice? Can we just say cowards and leave?"
I think we must approach this not as neither, but as, how do you approach a deity that
we don't know? You just be a big guy, you know? He's just a big boy over there.
I don't know.
I'd just be like, why do you ask? You know?
Why must we be one or the other?
None who leave one or the other, or none who stay here, cannot leave without being one or the other.
Okay. I'll ask, how do you treat your challengers?
To the death.
Perfect. Seems on our benefit to be cowards.
Maybe we are challengers of wit and of intellect. Instead, a challenge of riddles. Are you?
To the death. No, I'm just kidding. Riddles to the death. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not gonna try to go for your riddle suggestion, unfortunately. And it's gonna say, ask me how I treat cowards.
All right. How do you treat cowards? Say Ure.
To the death.
No.
I don't want to fight this thing. It's like freaking huge. Then I am no coward, but I am also no challenger. But if you must see me as one or the other, then a challenger I am.
Okay. And do you guys want to roll initiative? See how we can.
No, I don't.
All right, you guys want to roll initiative? All right.
Yeah, well, that was hey, Magnus, he was great. You know, it's fun kind of to play with you a little bit.
Right. That's
Gosh,
funny. What
happens
happens if I click add turn? Does it just bring up a thing? Oh no! All right. Well, I might have messed up everything.
It'll probably
I'm sorry.
add it to the previous list.
Hey.
I have to delete that first.
Okay.
Cody, you know all
anyway.
of those.
With if it's only a few.
All of those good rolls we've had. All of those good rolls we've had.
Down the pooper right here, bud. It's going.
Gone.
They're gone.
Here's my nat 1.
Right.
Here's mine.
Oh, not
what
quite.
Do you know?
Not quite. Wait, hold on.
Two.
That's a little better than a 1. To 22.
I'm glad you know what? I'm glad I went first.
Definitely. And you totally get that D6 to start off, Cody, for doing so well.
Heck yeah.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
not Magnus.
Hey, more than half of us won. So
that is. Oh, well, I guess we don't know that. Could be that.
If that is how that works, I'd give you the help.
The encounter DC could be like 25. You don't know.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah.
But go ahead and add yourself to the turn order if you don't mind.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good.
4. Yep, that was amazing.
And we're gonna go ahead and start with Ure, and we're gonna start basically from the words leaving the lips of Magnus as he says challenger, and then let's just say the cobra like head wasn't folded out completely, but now it is. You know, just to say challenge.
Perfect.
And you do happen to notice a decent amount of these runes glowing in its ear.
All right. Let's do this. So, what do we do? If this guy's just ready to go, and he looks, I mean, just based on his general figure, it looks like he wants to physically hurt me. With that assumption in place, yeah, I'm gonna assume that. Okay, never mind. I'll just leave it at that. All right, let's see within 10 spaces of me. Yeah, he is. All right, I'm going to start with using Charming Gaze, which is a fiendish ability. Basically, I'm gonna spend an action point, and I'm gonna use a spell check to force a charisma save. And if it works, he's charmed for a minute. I'm gonna spend, actually, I'm intimidated by this guy, so I'm gonna work really hard to make this land. I'm gonna spend 3 action points to do it. 1 to actually do it, and twice advantage, and we'll see what happens with the last one.
Let's give it a go. And it's a charisma save, right?
Yep. Charisma save against my spell check.
13.
Come on, one of these got to be good, right? 12 plus 5? 17?
Okay. Nice. You just barely got
it. I'm glad I spent all the resources on
it. Yeah.
It works. What was the spell again? Was it fear?
So it is basically charmed. So now, what does that mean exactly? It means the charmer has advantage on charisma checks. Your charmer has advantage on charisma checks against the charmed. And they can't target the charmer with harmful attacks or effects. And that will be a repeated save.
Nice. So when it gets back to my turn.
Continuous, yeah. So that's something I have to uphold as well.
Okay.
So I will, I'll remember that.
So
Yuri spent
was a friend.
Yeah. They also spent their whole turn to make sure they attack Magnus.
Yeah. So basically, it'd be really funny if just like, I get ready to do some magic, right? And then I just like do like this hard, like phantasmal version of me that's just like glares at this thing. And then its gaze just like shifts over to Magnus kind of thing. And I'm like, I'll be like, don't worry, I'll help you out.
Didn't I save you from the rhinoceros ram looking thing?
Yeah. Trust me, it's going exactly to plan.
Yeah.
And then I'll spend my last action point to give Magnus guidance.
Definitely. And the first thing that our monstrous friend is gonna do here is show you exactly why all of these hedge maze corridors are a very specific size, and they're going to just blast straight through you guys with the trample. No! They're able to move through you and move through allied or enemy spaces, but it cannot end its turn on top of you. So it's going to push you guys with this movement here. Do you want to make a agility check to see if you dodge out of the way or are able to brace yourself enough to avoid being trampled?
I would use I have the technique slip away if I can use that.
Yeah, if it helps, for sure.
You spend AP and SP to take the full dodge action and can move up to your speed. Yeah, so that's all. I would just do that and do. I would just spend the AP and an SP. Oh no! I can only do that if a creature misses me with an attack. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does this work for me?
So it meant to attack Magnus in this instance. You were just on accident collateral damage. But it's also
does it feel bad?
It does feel bad.
It's gonna
and
pick
it's
me
also
up.
just like movement for it.
Okay.
It didn't think of it as an attack. Its presence is kind of a hazard.
Okay.
In that way.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I would just try to do like a jump, I would try to do a dodge is all I would try to do to keep from getting like an agility check.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and make an agility
or
check.
Acrobatics, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, acrobatics.
Yeah, if that's an option, that's what I'll go with too.
Sounds good to me.
Actually, it's the same as an agility save. So, all right, sounds good. +3, only an 8.
Okay.
14.
A little bit better. Magnus just barely jumps out of the way. He doesn't get his toes squished, not even a little bit. But Yurei kind of like twists her ankle on the way out, and it just ends up like running right over one of your feet. And you're going to end up taking 1 damage.
Okay. I can live with that.
Now, if you guys are still in the same spots, it did mean to push you when it did that, at least a space away. So I was probably going to move you guys out about here and here.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's going to try to go for a grapple on Magnus.
And I will be doing a acrobatics to try to keep from getting grappled.
Okay, definitely.
You can use guidance whenever, as long as it's before the end of your turn.
It technically just missed the trample thing against you since you dodged out of the way. So you could probably use the ability you were trying to use earlier.
Oh, interesting. Now you could use slip away.
Yeah.
Because of reaction to that.
Hey, if you're going to let me, I will do that. I will go ahead and spin. I will burn an AP and an SP.
Sure.
If you're going to let me do that. And that way I can move up to I think I can move my full speed away, right?
I think that's what it said.
You can spend 1 AP SP to take the full dodge action and move up to your speed. Yep. That's what I'm going to burn an SP.
Okay.
And an AP. Go ahead and mark that off.
That would kind of happen almost before the grapple, technically, if he had other plans.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would move. I would try to jump over the wall.
Okay.
Like right there. So I spend an AP to jump over that, and then, or I guess 1, 2, jump over it, and then try to get to like right here is where I would try to get to.
Okay, sounds good to me. And now that changes its plan just a little bit, as it's looking over at Ure, looking at Magnus, and it's just gonna get its like, gosh, I wish I knew what this like coil thing was, but
Right.
it's gonna fluff its hair up a little bit.
yeah. It's a wig.
And it's
It's not
gonna
real.
have it. Yeah, right. Then it's just gonna have its like venomous spit come out, trying to target Magnus.
How far away are you? 2, 3, 4, more than 5?
Yeah.
No, you're just out of range for shield. Sorry.
Is this half coverage, or like how high is that wall?
I would say that you wouldn't necessarily get coverage from the wall unless you were backed up against it completely, because this monster can kind of see over it.
Yeah,
But you're not
also
gonna
just
need it
being
this time.
close too makes sense.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And it moved. That venomous spit takes a little bit of extra time, and it's also going to give off one sonic wail. And that doesn't necessarily affect you guys at the moment. You are going to hear some clicking underneath you, and that's going to be the end of its turn.
I could try to spell duel that. That'd be crazy. If it's even something that could be a spell. I'm not gonna though. We'll just let it be.
All right.
what it
So
is.
it's my turn right now.
So there's a sick part of me that wants to see what that means. So
I'm going to use an AP and my last stamina point to cast Mind Sense.
Okay.
So this way I can be connected to it. Then I'm going to do. I don't have any more SP. I got to do. Then I'm going to do a Psybolt. I'm gonna throw a Psybolt at it, and as a Scion, I can just tack on Daze to that. Actually, with a Psybolt, I can do Daze on a Psybolt anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna spend an AP. I'm gonna spend my last 2 AP to do a Psybolt with Daze on it.
Okay, definitely.
Which is going to be spell attack. Oh come on.
Guidance still?
9. Oh yeah. Let me do the guidance. That's a D8, right?
You don't know it'll be wasted, so you might as well.
It's not good.
Still not great.
No, unfortunately, that's going to be a miss.
But he still has to make a save against Daze though.
Okay, definitely. Just a mental save, charisma save,
I think it's just a mental save, isn't it?
Yeah. I think so.
and he failed.
Cool. I get SP back. Good deal.
Nice.
Nice.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, and it's going to be right back to your end.
Okay, so we got to remember he is dazed and charmed. I'm going to spend my first action point to maintain charm, and I think that he. I guess since it's a continuous spell, I think it's probably just the same thing. Like it's literally like a repeated thing.
Save?
Yeah.
Charisma save, right?
It would be. Oh, it is a charisma save specifically. Yes.
Yeah, and they got a 14 flat.
Okay, let's see. Against a spell check. Oops, not 3. No, whatever the first one is. Or I can
13.
or I can just
you're
reroll.
good.
Sorry.
You just barely made it over that too.
Okay. All right, cool. So that's 1 action point down. All right. Well, if he's still charmed, I'm not even gonna move. I'm gonna be risky and stay right by him here. Possibly regret
What?
it. Yep.
What?
I know. Kind of
What?
crazy. Kind of crazy. I hear what you're saying.
Oh my god.
Casting guidance counts as taking the help action. And
You're like a snake charmer.
right now I am, actually. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just in case, I'm going to spend another action point on the dodge action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend my last 2 action points and give Magnus 2 instances of guidance. So a D8 and a D6.
Oh, dang. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I should move though. You should move so I can shield you. Well, for now, we'll just keep it as is.
I just gotta get closer, right?
Oh, you know what? I cannot. Okay, hold on. I do have to move. So take back the D6 guidance, and then I will
Got it.
move to be closer to you. I'm gonna kind of tuck behind this wall though. Like, yeah, no, everything's fine. You're good. You're doing great.
Yeah.
And then you only get 1 instance of guidance because I do have to spend an action point to move and
Oh,
stuff.
that's good.
And that's it. So he's still charmed,
right.
dazed, and you have guidance.
Yes.
And I moved. Yeah, okay, that's it. Yep.
Perfect. And we're going to be going right over here. They're just going to move forward just a tiny bit. And they are able to fit in this little area here, but not very well. They're kind of like pushing up against the sides of both of these walls. And it's a ruin, so they're almost like breaking the walls a little bit while they do it. But they're going to be going for a constricting strike. And this is going to be basically a just tail whip that turns into a grasp. Let's see if we can go for a grapple on Magnus.
Is there an attack
Not
check
only-
associated with it?
Yes, this is going to be an attack check.
Okay, I will cast an action point to give him shield.
Cool. This one would have been +4, but it's still good.
Oh man, yeah.
All right.
I just kind of like, as he's, because Magnus is a little acrobatic, he's a little agile, and as that tail whip's coming, he just kind of does one of those like, oh my god, and the ruins kind of in the way.
Yeah, basically just like slap the wall, just
Yeah.
just right over your head.
Yeah.
I think it would
And-
be funny though, as like for shield, even though it wasn't necessary at all. I'll like summon like a quick wraith, like kind of where you are, and it just gets obliterated anyway, even though like you would have been
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, whoops.
And then the last thing it's gonna do, the runes on its ears are gonna flare up just a little bit, and it's gonna send out just another spit of venom. And man, it's just gotta have to keep dogpiling Magnus.
Cast shield again.
That's fine.
12
12.
on PD.
Nope, does not hit.
Actually, I'm sorry. This one would be 80 because it's venomous spit.
80.
Even
I'm
better.
just kidding.
Even better because they will not hit on that.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be Magnus's turn.
Okay, I'm going to cast Psychic Fear on it.
Okay.
So this is going to be a spell check against a target's AD, and it will have to make an intelligence save against my save DC at the same time.
Definitely.
I like
Spell
the
check against.
basically was just like you're gonna be the tank
Oh,
of
yeah,
this
so it's
fight,
gonna-
whether you like it or not, and that's what happened.
So that's an 8 against its 80, and I'm sure it's not going to hit.
So an 8 against its AD. Just
Yeah.
plain 8? Nah.
Yeah.
But it did roll a 19 for the save as well.
Oh my gosh.
Dang, that was a good one. Did well that time.
That's 2 AP right there. Then I'm going to do have an SP back. So I'm going to go ahead and cast, I'm going to cast Cybolt again at it.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Cybolt, and I'm going to attack on, I'm going to use my SP to attack on Daze again,
Absolutely.
is what I'm going to, so I'll do, 11.
Oh wait, you got guidance too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You do have
guidance, yeah.
guidance.
Yeah.
I forgot that on the first thing.
Good thing I did.
I did too.
Yeah. I forgot.
Come on.
Give me an
Well, that's
8.
not right.
Give me an 8. Oh, wait, what did I do
Give
there?
you a 15? No.
Hold on. Let me, 1d8. 1d8.
It's pretty good. You told, I don't know how you got to do that. No.
Ah,
not good.
that's what I
Not
get
good.
for that. That's what I get. That's what I get. 12.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, I am rolling so bad right now.
Do I still have to make a save against days?
Yeah, you still have to make a save against days.
Okay.
Fail this, please. Thank you. So
Yep.
it stays
There you go.
days. Okay.
Okay, it's good. It's good.
And then I'm gonna use my last. AP to. What do I do? I don't want to stay there. But if I leave, yeah, I'm gonna use my last AP to move. I know it's there's a chance for an opportunity attack, but I'm going to try to go 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna go to there. So
Okay. And they are going to try their best to do an opportunity attack as you're moving away.
okay.
Cast shield again.
Nice.
Thank you.
Sorry. But that's going to be a 24 to hit. And
Is that against my 80 or PD?
this one's going to be PD because it was just a swipe.
So that's a normal hit.
After
Dang,
shield, right?
okay.
Wait. No. Sorry. You gave me shield, right? 19.
That brings up
I
5.
used a 24, so it's a heavy hit. Yeah, it's
Okay.
a heavy hit.
Not bad. And
Yeah, so
those
it's got
swipe
3.
at you.
Extra damage, basically.
Okay.
Oh,
So then 1 base damage for the swipe, and then an extra 3 right on top of that. So you basically just got there's like heavy right on your shoulders with a large tail, and it almost knocked you over, but it was like just barely enough to sustain yourself. And
so you said 4 damage?
yes,
Okay. Now, as I take that damage, I'm going to use an AP and an MP to cast Returning Shock,
definitely.
Very good.
First damage.
which is
It got first blood.
a spell check versus the PD of the triggering creature. So
Okay.
please let this hit.
Hey, returned it. Really?
Nat 20.
Congratulations.
24. That's a 24 against his PD.
So his PD is 14.
Oh, nice.
So that's
Heavy
3 for
and
the
a crit.
lightning damage.
4 extra
brutal.
damage.
3 for the lightning damage. 4. What was that? 2 for the crit.
Yep,
and
2 for the
then
crit.
and then heavy and brutal.
7 total.
7.
Very
7 total.
good.
Nice.
And honestly, that was a monumental hit in comparison to the monster that you have before you. And you're gonna see a decent amount of blood start to just drain from their eyes, and their runes begin to flicker. Not just blue, but red.
Oh, that's probably
Huh.
fine. I'm sure we can just ignore that.
Yeah, I'm feeling that hit. I'm like you said, I took 4 damage, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I what was it? 13, 4, 9. Yeah. So I'm not bloodied yet, but I am definitely feeling that hit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But that was a reaction and a reaction. So
Yep.
I think it's Yuri's turn.
Yeah, it's Yuri's turn now.
Okay, because moving was your last resources for the round.
Yeah, that was my last
technically?
AP was to try to get out of there.
Okay, I
Which
gotcha.
I was hoping to trigger an OA so I can get hit to get a returning shock. I wasn't thinking I was gonna get that hit though.
I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I've got options here. I want to weigh them out with you here. I could either. I've got 1 action point left. Oh, actually, I can't do what I was gonna do. Yeah, it takes 2 action points. Okay, so I
he
can
has
basically.
shield on myself.
So you can't.
I was gonna actually heal you, but I would need 2 action points, so I can't do that.
No, don't worry about that. I'm fine. Charm it. Keep it charmed to keep it away from you.
Are you sure? I mean, we could.
Yeah. Keep it
it's-
charmed. Let it stay focused. Let it stay focused on me. Let it stay focused on me because, like I said, I can take a lot of those hits for the most part, and I can do returning shock on it if it does hit me, and I can do more. I can try to hit damage on it.
Okay, and I'll just keep trying to buff you and keep you defended. I mean, it is a decent tactic so
Yeah.
far. It's working out pretty good for us.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can keep the charm going. I'm going to spend my last action point to continue to sustain that. So it'll be a charisma save against my spell check.
And it's at disadvantage for it too, right?
because it's dazed.
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't even realize that. That's amazing. What a combo.
I think we forgot last time.
We did.
3.
Sweet. I got a 24.
Close.
This is very
Yeah.
close. All right, cool. Cool.
What would it if you would have kept that 16? What would it have been if you kept the 16?
These are charisma
think-
saves or intelligence saves.
Charisma.
Charisma.
Yeah.
Then it's just straight 0.
Oh, you would have got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I've got mana and stamina and stuff to use, but I don't think I can use them on their own. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that. That's it for my turn.
Yeah.
I can only continue that for a minute. I don't know. I still don't remember how fast rounds are technically, but that I can only continue to
It's-
do that for a minute.
5 or 6 rounds to a minute, right?
It's 10 seconds every single turn. So however many turns happen.
Yeah.
Okay, every turn.
So we're like
Honestly-
halfway through.
Yeah, but honestly, we're like at 2, maybe 3 minutes for a whole encounter here between like 3 people.
Right, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. It's technically like moving a lot faster because of that. So, well, yeah, whatever. Should only last a minute, but yeah, moving on.
Okay. Hey, good to know. That means it'll essentially last 2 rounds.
So it's almost expired.
Um, it's going to let out another one of those sonic wails to start activating the thing in the center of the floor. You're going to see some of the snake patterns on the floor start to wiggle away and make room for what appears to be a larger and larger corridor that you can go down into. They are also going to spit 2 large venomous spits at Magnus. The first one is going to be a straight roll,
Shield.
and then the next one is going to be with advantage
Okay.
to make it a straight roll.
Shield the first one.
A crit, the first attack, and then this one's 13 on AD.
Alex, how are you rolling so many 20 in a row right here, man?
Man, I had like 3s the whole time, and now they're here.
See, this is what happens. This is what happens during it. Like we get all of our high rolls, like
Yeah.
when we don't really need them, and then like
Well, you do have shield for the
gosh,
first
okay.
one, so it's a +5 to your defense for that one at least.
Is that a straight 20 or is that like a 20 something?
That is going to be a 24 to hit your 80
Oh, so that would just be a normal hit then.
normal hit. It's
Okay.
2 base
Yep.
damage, 2 for a crit, and you're also going to have corrosive, like you're on fire, but it's from corrosion.
Yeah.
So you're going to take 1 point of corrosion damage every round until you can like get it off of you to like dampen the
Yeah.
fire.
Oof.
So it's 2 base damage.
napalm on you,
4
basically.
For the 2 base, 4 because of crit.
I am bloodied at this point.
Oof.
Okay.
I am bloodied. Can I do? Was he attacking me, or were those things attacking me? Because if he's attacking me, I'm gonna do returning shock if he's attacking me.
Yeah, no, he's totally attacking you. He's just spitting venom at you.
Okay, yeah, then I'm gonna do returning shock. I'm gonna use another AP and MP. And I'm gonna do returning shock again.
Definitely. And it specifically attacked twice, if that matters for you. It did miss the second one, though.
I'll just do the one.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to have something to do when it comes back around to me.
I mean, it's going to come back around to you right now.
12. That's not gonna hit.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Dang,
All right.
man.
Okay, so it's my turn right now.
Yep.
Let's have 2 action points and an SP. I am going to cast. I'm gonna do psychic fear again.
Okay.
I'm gonna do psychic fear again. Yeah. So a spell check against the 80, and then an intelligence save against my save DC.
15, you said intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then, yeah, that's actually just going to be still a 15 anyway. This isn't the smartest or most talkative thing in front of you.
Well, it saves against the psychic fear part, but does an 18 hit its 80?
Yes, its 80 is 13.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So because it is dazed, and because I have mind sense connected, my psychic damages. So it's a 2 psychic damage.
Okay.
But mind sense does an extra psychic damage, and because he's dazed, he takes an extra psychic damage as well. So that's gonna be 4 psychic damage to him.
Nice, very good. And you're actually going to see that this creature is also bloodied.
Excellent. Okay, we can do this.
I have no AP left. That is my turn. I wanted to move, but I can't. Oh wait, I can use an SP for. Can I use SP for AP?
I don't think so. I think you can only use it for free, kind of thing.
Yeah, you're right. You can't. You're right. Yeah. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. And back to your Ray.
Okay, so my buddy's getting beat up. I'm pretty sure at this point, the whole charm thing would drop if it's been a minute already. So I think that charm's dropped. So I'm not going to spend action points to keep that up or redo it or anything. I actually can't redo it. So time to switch up the tactics a little bit here. Do we just hit it hard, or do I heal you? Because I could do both pretty well, to be honest.
It's been hitting me for like
time.
What are you going to be able to move at all?
I could move, yeah. At level 3, can you spend 2 mana at the same time? The mana spend limit go up?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, your mana spend limit goes up to 2.
Okay.
Because it's your combat. Yeah.
I could do some crap then. I could move. I could heal you and move and do both well. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I mean,
as soon as the charm's gonna drop, I'm basically just gonna be like, get the heck away from it and try to heal you. So I'm gonna start with trying to heal you before I move. Actually, no. I'm gonna start with moving. Final answer. So 1 action point to move. I'm gonna try to move out of its space to get essentially right next to Magnus.
Try to get away from
Behind him.
these snakes though that are moving on this ground. If you can get,
Oh,
because didn't you say these snakes are moving?
The pictures on the ground are moving a bit, but they're moving in a pattern that would seem like they're opening a door that is on the floor. The center grate is just getting larger.
Yeah, I think you need to get off of that if you can.
okay. All right, good call. Oh crap, I already forgot. I think I was here or I was 1 space up. I don't remember.
I think you were there because you were hiding behind that wall.
Okay. I can move through you. Okay, I can actually move all the way over here with 4 spaces. So I'll do that. 'Cause that's technically off the thing, but still touching range with you.
Yeah.
Which is important. Do I take is he doing any kind of opportunity stuff against me?
No, just because there was essentially a wall kind of between you and him.
Okay.
So you're almost protected by cover in a way as you're moving away from him.
Perfect. All right, so that's 1 action point down. Now, I'm gonna do a bunch of cool stuff. All right, here we go. I'm gonna cast heal. I've got 2 action points. I have to use both of them to cast heal because I want this to really land. Okay, I'm gonna spend 1 mana to actually cast the spell, and another mana specifically to reduce the AP cost by 1. So now it only costs me 1 AP, and then I'm gonna spend that second AP on advantage on it. Yeah. final answer. Okay, so here we go. Down 1 mana, down 2 mana. Cast a spell. Okay, here we go. Be this. Okay, so a 22, and it is against a target of some amount. DC 10. So each 5. Okay, so you get healed 3, and then I succeeded twice, so you get healed 2 more. So you get healed 5 HP.
Oh, yes. Woo!
And because
it's like a whole Naga hit.
Yeah, right. Additionally, if you're touching the creature when you cast a spell, they heal for an additional 1 HP. So 6 HP total.
Dude, nice.
Oh, I'm feeling like a new Magnus right now.
Okay, all right. So I ran away and hid behind you yet again, just differently. All right.
Huge.
That's everything I can do. So that's my turn.
Okay.
I kind of feel like you're gonna see, like, once you heal me, you kind of see me like I was kind of hurting and bloodied a little bit right there. But you put your hand on me, you heal me, and Magnus just kind of like, I just feel like I'm coming up and I'm re-looking at him now, like I can do this.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna like look beside you, and you realize you feel a hand on your back, and you like look, and it's literally not even my hand. It's just like some ghost like cleric looking person that heals you, and then like 2 other wraiths like come beside you and like pick you up off the ground, and they all vanish all at the same time, kind of thing.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, sick.
And then this Naga here is going to move over to be right in front of both of you guys. And it's going to take a bit of venom straight at Ure.
All right, I'll take it this time, hopefully.
Do I have
bad choice?
22 to hit. 80.
Against my PD, was it?
80.
80? Oh, it's worse.
Yep.
10 is only 10.
Ooh, that's a brutal hit for you. So that's 2 base damage, 2 for the brutal, and then you're also going to be completely covered in acid. So at the beginning of your turn, you will take 1 corrosive damage.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna spend 2 grit, bring it down a little bit. So then it was 4 damage?
Yes, 4 damage.
Okay,
for
so
the
that makes
brutal.
it 2. Okay, all right. Still looking all right. Gotta
Okay.
do the corrosive mess.
And it's going to take a swipe at Magnus, but this is going to be like a push, more or less, kind of like the whirlwind maneuver. And it's going to try to use Magnus as a bullet to hit Ure.
Is there an attack check? Can it be
There's
shielded?
definitely good. Yeah, you can shield Magnus.
Okay, definitely do it.
Is this gonna be like an acrobatic? Is this like a what's it called, like a physical type check for me to make, like a
It was going to have an attack on you, and then I guess it needs to have there should probably be some save associated with it.
because I think there's a save with like whirlwind, I think, right?
Yeah, I'm not looking at it specifically right now, but it is supposed to be an analogy for that. So if it's an agility save, I'd totally allow it.
No, whirlwind is just a 2 AP, 1 SP to make a single attack check against AD.
And if it succeeds, is there anything like that, or just
It just says an attack hit, you deal your weapon damage to each creature. Now it does say that you can spend an extra SP to force each creature to make a physical save against bleeding. Throwing finisher, rewilling a melee, you can throw
maybe
it.
whirlwind is not what I was thinking of. It might be bash or push or something from the technique.
Oh, like
list.
heroic bash?
Yeah, one of them that's supposed to push you several feet. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, heroic bash. Yeah.
Does that one involve a save?
Yeah, that's a physical save to keep. So you make attack check versus the PD, and then it's a physical save against your save to see if I get knocked back at all.
Okay, I'll go for the attack and let's see if you can save.
I did cast shield to hopefully help you out from at least the damage part.
Nice.
Yes.
You didn't really need it with that one. 12 to hit your PD for a swipe.
Yeah, that's not going to hit. And physical save is
Here's the part that'll be
acrobatics.
worse if it doesn't work out.
13. Oh, I think I just missed, don't I?
Yeah, just
Probably.
miss. So you are going to get pushed back at least 1 space, but he's aiming to push you into Ure. So Ure is going to take 1 damage from that as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Can I like kind of take the full damage from that?
I don't think so. I
Like
think
if he's trying to push me back.
I think it transfers
I was gonna say, like-
kinetically.
You know what it is?
He's trying
It's
to, like,
literally in theory, at least for players, it's literally the choice of whoever it could hurt, you choose. So it makes sense. If he's aiming to use you as the object to hit me, I mean, that is what it is.
It's a little bit mad at your
That's
arm.
fair. I was charming it for a while. That's totally fair.
So do I take damage from that?
No, the attack missed you, but you're just basically getting pushed by the wind that missed you. But Yuri is gonna take
Okay.
damage from like your elbow or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if I was taking damage, shared damage in that or something. Got it.
I'll be like,
Okay.
wrong target, Magnus. Just a bow.
You just healed me. I am sorry.
This is what I get.
And that'll actually be Magnus's turn now.
So I'm gonna take the 1 damage from the corrosion on me.
Yep.
And then I will spend. I guess I'll spend an AP to try to get off whatever I can.
Yeah, it'll
Is that how that
essentially
works,
be like a
basically?
burning check to like, pat yourself down.
Yeah. So I guess that would be like my 1 damage is from like trying to get this off me. I'm taking it like some damage from just getting it off me. So I'll use an AP for that.
Sounds good.
Then I'm going to use Psychic Fear again. This is using my last MP right here.
Oh, wow.
Actually, no, hold on. First, before I do that, can I do... Well, no, Mind Sense would drop this turn.
Okay.
I need it to keep doing extra. But this is my last mana point. I don't have any more mana point left after this. Do I go for a big attack on him? Or do I do something that's going to keep giving me an advantage?
I think the longer we prolong this, the more danger we're in, probably. Like, I think we're at the threshold now where it's like we need to just lay on the herd as fast as possible, kind of thing.
Okay, then I am going to do how much if I do Cybolt, right? And I do damage with AP on there, how many times can I stack that? Can I stack that for as much?
Yeah, you can add as much damage as you want. So like if you did Cybolt for 1 AP and then spent the other 3 on damage, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna do an action point for Cybolt. I'm gonna use my 2 SP that I have for AP, because as a Scion, I can use SP for AP enhancements.
Sure.
So I'm gonna do 2 SP for added psychic damage. And then what's the conversion for... I can convert MP to...
So only for some spells, but some spells you can use 1 MP to get 2 AP effects. But it's usually if it specifically says it.
Okay, then I can't do that then. All right, then I am going to... So that, AP for that. I'm going to use an AP for advantage, and then I'm going to use 1 last AP for damage increase as well.
Okay.
Come on.
So I'm going to try to do a big attack on this thing. I forgot I have a button for that. Attack advantage.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
23.
Very nice. PD or 80?
A PD.
PD. You have a heavy, but if it was 80, you would have had a brutal.
Oh, okay. So that's fine. So 2 base, then 3 for the heavy, then plus an additional 3 from all my power ups. So 6 total damage.
What did you do exactly? Was it a Cybolt? Did you say?
Cybolt. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Where'd you place it? Because there's a hole there.
I was just shooting right for its because it's got the big like the hoods like right there, and I'm really trying to get like at its mind, and I see it as it's done that whip, like it just kind of like whipped at or like moving around and it's getting over there, and I just get everything I have from that energy from your like healing me up and giving me that energized, like I know I could do this.
Yeah.
And I take all I got, everything. I'm using all my SP. I'm using everything in me to throw the hardest Cybolt I can throw. And you just see me and I just throw it up, aiming at its ear hole to try to do the most damage that I can.
Very cool. And you put a hole straight through its like ear flaps here. You essentially just like ruin some of the runes that are on the side, and it just falls to the ground. And you do see the center of this area here start to open up a little bit, and several of what looks like from this Naga scales start falling off as it hits the ground. Just a large number of its scales as it hits the ground with such force it knocks them off.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Sweet.
I want to try. I'm definitely going to pick up some of those scales if I can.
Definitely.
I'm gonna sit down.
1 second.
Just like sit. Just be like, just breathe.
Cody,
That could have been
sick.
it, Magnus.
Like Ure, that without your healing, that would not have been possible.
Well, without you being forced into a very consistent tanking role, whether you wanted to or not, I wouldn't have lived to heal you. So we'll call
That yes, Oh my gosh, like, yeah, I want to try to pick up if I can pick up some of the scales. I don't know how big they are,
And they're
but I want to
just
try to collect.
fist-sized, like bigger
Oh,
than your
cool.
palms for sure.
Oh wow, yeah, I don't know how many you think I'd be able to take with me.
There's like 30 on the ground.
Okay.
To fit in your pack, they feel relatively lightweight when you're picking 1, 2, 3 up, but when you got like a handful of them, it's getting heavy.
Yeah, can I get like maybe like 3 or 4 of them before they get like really heavy, or like 4 or 5?
Yeah, I
kind
would
of-
say you could get like 10 of them before it gets like too heavy to carry.
All right, I want to get 10 of those scales then, and then I want to go up to it. I want to like investigate it, like to see if like, maybe I don't know. Yuri, do you have our Arcana or anything like that? We'd be able to like to see if we can identify any of these ruins.
I do. I've had a decent amount of time spent with that sort of thing. Arcana or occultism, even. Am I getting occult vibes for this dude? Does he seem culty or just magical?
Okay, so it's not cult that you would typically associate it with,
Right.
but you are getting a super magical vibe. And if you want to give like an Arcana check, I'd totally give you maybe some specifics on that.
Okay, yeah. I'll go with Arcana then. That sounds good. It is a D20 plus 5. Wow, that thing rolled all over. How's a 7?
Not that great.
Yeah.
Would I be able, because that's what I said I was wanting to do. So would I be able to assist in that?
Yeah, absolutely. You can roll
I guess
yourself
my
for
order
give help.
Roll me a D8, friend. Let's see.
Hopefully I get that 8 on there. Yeah, that's not gonna
8.
help.
Wait, we got to
Oh.
8 together though.
Yeah.
You know, pretty good.
Yeah, you did.
I'd also like to. The only thing I'd like to try to get off this thing is one of its fangs.
Oh, sure. You could try for that. Maybe give some sort of a check for like nature or something just to see how intact
Yeah.
you do it. And if you get a natural one, you're going to, prick yourself and get a little poison
Yeah.
too.
Oh, I forgot. Technically, I have a bunch of like corrosive acid on me, so I'll be shirking that off.
Yes, definitely. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
We're killing
I
it.
mean, you're able to rip it out, but like you kind of like break the tooth instead of ripping it out from the root. So you have
Yeah.
like half of the length of the tooth that you wish you did.
Okay. I'm really just wanting. I want to get some of the. I was really hoping to get some of the venom from it.
Oh,
Because I want
it's
to take
dripping.
it back to get. I want to take it back to get studied. Is all I'm looking at trying to do.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah. I think that's all. I think that's all we can try to get off this thing, right? I mean, I don't. Should we investigate to see if there's anything else trying to get off of it? But it didn't really see if it has anything on it. Should we do that?
If you want to search it, go for it. But it is essentially just wearing a loincloth for the kicks and giggles.
Yeah. Then I don't know. Do you want to go down into this opening now?
I say, yeah. What are we looking at now with this? What's left of what's the stage here?
So it looks like a spiral staircase that's going down in the center of the map. And as you are looking around, you begin to notice that on the walls of the ruins, you'll see a couple of different depictions and pictures, almost like hieroglyphs. And a lot of them are trashed away. But you can see some of them depicting somebody fighting the Naga beast that you just did.
Okay, interesting. Do they look like us? That'd be
And
scary.
they don't look like you, no.
Okay, good. They're not prophetic necessarily, so that's good. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we're already here.
Hey,
you know.
I do. Yeah, I mean, I guess we go down there and just kind of search around. Is it dark
Okay.
down there? Is it?
Ooh.
Come on.
So it is not actually that dark down here. As you're looking around, you're gonna notice the misty, musty theme keeps going on throughout this. There's two diverging hallways that you could go down, and echoing just deep into the distance from one of the hallways, you can't necessarily tell which. You're gonna hear a loud thud, 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 just kind of moving through.
Chill Bill's down there.
Now,
Let's go find Chill Bill. I want to pet that dog. I want to pet that dog.
I was actually gonna hopefully do skill challenges for this next set of adventure we have here. But
Okay.
while I do that, I'm gonna show you the map. You're not necessarily gonna know what's on the map as you explore through, but we are going to do a couple of athletics / stealth type
Yeah.
of things to see if you can manage your way through.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, also on this map, it says boss room. Ignore that.
Okay, ignore. Boss chamber. Okay.
So we'd be kind of coming up into like this area, like in here.
Yes, absolutely.
I immediately go right to the boss chamber.
Oh my gosh.
You're going to notice that this right here is relatively closed off. You can't just walk right in there. It's almost like it's a wall, but it looks like you could walk through it from the other end.
Yeah. And is this gonna be like a gate we can kind of see through, but like an immovable gate type of thing, like right through here?
Yes, for the most part, it does look like that's a great big gate in front of you.
So I would basically be telling Ure again, like, hey, the idea of this, it appears we're in another maze. Let's do the same. Let's, like we did before, stay to the right.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, we'll keep track. I do want to. This time around, I'm a little spooked. I was like, that wasn't it, kind of thing. Like that wasn't the whole thing already. So
yeah,
I want to be especially just like head on a swivel, basically just like checking everything everywhere, like be careful kind of deal. You know what I mean?
So we're not really in darkness at all, though, right?
No, not now. Honestly, it's kind of a funny paradox that when you are outside, it's kind of like always twilight in a way. When you go in here, glowing mushrooms and other things, it's almost like you turn the lights on.
Interesting. All right, cool. So yeah, I'll just be checking for traps and dangers along the way.
I'm going to, I guess for initially, I would be doing I'd probably be like stealthy. I'd be trying to go down the hallways as stealthily as possible, not knowing what's down here. I'd be very cautious. I'd be trying to use stealth to try to navigate as we go through. But it'd be what I first do.
If you're going to go for a stealth check, what are you going to go for, Cody?
Honestly, if I can, probably just awareness. Try to call out threats before we encounter them, ideally.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you guys go ahead and give me a roll, and we'll start the skill challenge to make it through the labyrinth.
All right.
Good one.
12. Dirty 20 and 12.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So with your awareness, Cody, you're able to hear heavy breathing that accompanies the large thud, thud, thud as it's walking through. It's kind of like going in a direction almost like opposite of you as you're listening to it. And Magnus, you're not doing terrible either with your stealth. So you're kind of lightfoot, but not necessarily. You're moving through, doing what you can. You almost trip over a stump, or a root, but that doesn't actually make any sound. So you guys are good.
Nice.
First challenge passed.
Excellent.
And then feel free to move yourself the entirety of a hallway if you would like.
Okay. I was just gonna ask how far to make it. So like here-ish, basically,
like
move it to the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
I should change my color.
Let's go to here where we like I said, we stay to the right.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So if there's a turn, we're going to be going this way, basically.
Yeah.
Like through.
Okay, yep, that sounds good. So yeah, pretty much the next thing would be moving up through into this area, hopefully. You know, whatever.
Now I'm going to go ahead and do this, and back to you guys.
No, you don't have to do that.
What?
Yeah, no, it's
Hold
okay.
on, what?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm just going to do this, and then now back to you guys? Like,
yeah, now back to the studio. Okay, so
I feel like there's gonna be there's a cut scene to like whatever he was rolling that for, and like something just happened.
right. All right.
My next check I will be doing is going to be. So you just did an awareness, and I did stealth, so we got to do something different.
Right, I know. I'm trying to think of.
Don't feel like you have to get too creative with it because you are sneaking through a labyrinth. There's not many ways you can describe that.
Yeah.
True.
I'm just going to use, I guess what I will use is after tripping kind of like that a little bit, I'll be kind of be more like acrobatic. I'll use my acrobatic agility to make sure that I'm a little bit more aware of what's on the ground and roots and stuff like that. So I'm not tripping on anything. So I'll do an acrobatics check.
Definitely. Yeah. So the last one was 10. Now it's 12.
Okay. I think this time around we got through the first hallway fine. And I'm like, a little less on edge, like, okay, everything's fine, we got this. I want to be like almost distracted in the sense that I'm like looking at the ground now, looking specifically for like footprints or like anything to gauge what might be coming in the future kind of thing. Like I'll be looking at the walls, like is there any funky like ooze on the walls that isn't natural or, you know, whatever. So I'm just actually investigating the area now kind of thing.
Okay, go ahead and give me a couple of rolls, see how you guys do.
Oh, 24.
Really well.
23.
Oh, there we go.
And 23.
Nice.
Good job, guys. So with Magnus's 24, we're looking at sorry. With Magnus's 24, we're looking at a really good acrobatics check. You're essentially able to point out all of the stumps and roots that are kind of like just protruding out of the ground. Some of them are even starting to make the structural integrity of the labyrinth a little bit less. And as you peer through some of the cracks created by the roots, you do see what appears to be a very hairy monster. But you're peering through the cracks at like 2 feet high, so like that could be anything.
That could be anything. That's awesome.
Hairy monster. This might be Chill Bill.
This might be Chill Bill.
And then what were you doing again? I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. I was deeply inspecting the dungeon surroundings, see if I can get any clues as to what may be coming.
Nice. So a lot of the mushrooms around you guys are half eaten. Some of it are even smeared across the walls, kind of like something eats these itself. But also you're going to notice that there's a lot of like puffs of brown fur kind of like stuck in these mushrooms as well.
Okay, excellent. We're getting some cues. I'm going to be like, hey, that...
And you guys also had several successes, so feel free to move yourself not just one hallway, but 2.
Okay.
So if we're staying on our stay to the right thing, how far will you let us move? How far will you let us move? Because we're just going to stay to the right.
Right. If we just kind of keep going up this way and then...
I would consider this one hallway. Can you see my blue?
Okay. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, I would consider that one hallway. This would be the next.
Where's the next?
This would be the next.
I guess we don't see...
Am I not seeing it? I saw the one. I didn't see the other one.
Oh, do you see this one?
Oh, yes. That was up to the right a bit. Yep.
Yeah, right there. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. That's pretty far.
Oh, I don't think you guys are seeing me. So
I saw the one.
this ping and this ping is the very first hallway. And then this ping and this ping is the second hallway. So,
okay. So
really, like, this is about as far as you would be able to get.
Okay.
Right about here. Gotcha.
My bad.
No, you're good.
All right. Can I use, so now that we've done something different, I can use awareness on this next one, right?
You can in just a moment.
Okay. Oh,
good job. Now you can use whatever you'd like.
Okay. Good job, he says.
I
Good
like
job.
this rolling.
Good job. Now you can continue to live your life.
Hey, can I, oh God, we didn't really heal up, did we?
A little bit.
I want to, listen, this is dumb. I want to taste one of these mushrooms, but like just a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not going to like a handful of mushroom. I'm going to have like a piece of a mushroom.
I wanted to collect a couple mushrooms is what I wanted to do.
That's
I
what
wasn't
I'm
going to
thinking.
eat them.
Well, I'm curious. Listen, if I can eat it and be like fine, I'm also wondering like, can we fire orb some of these babies and like cook them up, make them real tasty for this thing we're going to encounter, and then maybe we'll be Chill Bill. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to describe what happens when you try to eat it, and then I want you to decide what save you're gonna make. So as a tiny piece of mushroom starts to get closer and closer to your tongue, roots from the mushroom begin to start connecting to the tip of your tongue. You're almost gonna have to rip this off of your tongue. It's so parasitically
Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. Ooh, wow, that's crazy. What? I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Can I use telekinesis to like assist in whatever this is as a support thing or as an assist to be like to like pull that away before it gets into Uray's mouth?
Assist with telekinesis.
I don't know what I would do. Can I make? Oh, I don't know. That's real. I don't want to misuse the mechanics of that necessarily. I literally don't know what I do except for just kind of try to make a might save. It's like literally just like get this thing off of me kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, definitely go for it.
Okay, but I've got some help, right? Was that the?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, that's good because it's not a great check. Not terrible though. It's a D20 plus 2 puts me in 11 and then 14 total.
Okay. You are able to rip it off of your tongue without taking your tongue either. But it's almost like have you ever accidentally gotten like a cotton ball in your mouth and then like it just rips apart like bit by bit? So you're just like taking bits and off.
Dude,
That's kinda
someone is just like writhing in their chair, cringing at that thought right now. I better clip it.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, it makes me think of like one of those cottontails or whatever.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you bited it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's
Yeah.
terrible. Okay, whatever. Rip that thing off my tongue and just like throw it down and just be like, never mind. The beast does not get the mushrooms.
Yeah. Oh my, you're right. Why would you try to eat that?
I didn't expect that would be what happens, saith Yure.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay, Magnus is just shocked that you're just trying to eat it.
I thought that maybe we could coerce the beast that we are soon to meet, but I screw that idea.
But at the same time, Magnus was actually reaching for a mushroom because he was gonna get him to put in his pack. Now he's like, maybe not.
That's hilarious. Okay, anyway.
Wow.
If you guys want to do another check to see how you guys do for the skill challenge moving forward into the labyrinth,
Honestly, we're getting
I
close
would-
for this guy. I feel like I'm just gonna go with stealth this time.
we'll call this the last one unless you fail utterly.
Good.
Okay, so you're gonna go stealth.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna just go with awareness then.
Okay, we need a 15 from you guys.
Swapping rolls.
Oh
Man,
my
why do I feel like
gosh.
this is really not gonna work out? I feel like I'm gonna flop hard right here. 13.
We are making the most noise going through this now.
Yes.
You
We're
guys
making-
are moving forward, right? Moving forward, getting through some of these hallways. You think you're making excellent time. And in all honesty, you kind of are. But you're also making a little bit too much noise because I don't know how you did it because
Chill, Bill.
It's Chill Bill.
you see a minotaur completely covered in mushroom fungus, almost like a mindless look, taking himself all the way around this place, just puppeted by the mushrooms.
That's kind of crazy. That's pretty crazy. I almost became a Chill Bill.
Chill, Bill.
Yeah. I know, right? I kind of want to do it for real. Just be like, look, it's Chill Bill, man.
Does he see us yet?
Yes, he is alerted to your presence because of the failed skill check here, but he's also been making skill checks himself to notice you guys. And he still doesn't do better than you.
That's good.
But the very first location that Chill Bill started in was right here.
Chill Bill. Oh, wow, really? That's
He was
crazy.
literally on the other side of the wall that you guys were doing. But we got like 20s right here. So he moved
Yeah.
over here and then over here.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Is that the right
He is alerted
size?
to your he's alerted to your presence, but you guys have the jump on him more or less in the grand scheme of things. Like you saw him, then he saw you. It's like the Spider-Man meme. So you guys are getting pretty close to what is going to be the exit of this area, which is labeled Boss Chamber.
I don't know if we can fight him.
I know, right? I almost want to ignore him. Like, why have to fight him, He's
Yeah,
Chill
he's
Bill.
Chill Bill. Yeah.
Exactly.
Chill Bill don't want to even fight us because he's chill. He's chill like that.
That's totally true. He's super chill.
Yeah, he probably wants to sit back, maybe chew on some shrooms.
Yeah. It's pretty chill. Chill guy. Yeah, I say we try to ignore him.
Yes, 100%. 1 billion %. However, I feel like this next check is going to go up to a 17 because the rest of them have been going up.
Yeah.
So he notices you and he would charge, but you guys have the first opportunity to do something.
Okay.
Since
Okay.
your check was better than his.
Okay. So
I
he
want
is.
to just go.
Yeah, right. He is peeking at us, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We just got the jump. All right. Yeah, I still think honestly we just try to run away. I think that's still the play.
Yeah, that'd be that's a couple AP. I just want to use all of my AP to just run as far as I can.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If we're considering action points and stuff, me too. Otherwise, whatever. Basically, the goal is I'm just trying to run away. I agree.
So this is kind of going to be like one of those Indiana Jones things, right? Where you're running towards the door and the giant boulder is running in behind you.
Yeah.
And Chill Bill is not necessarily going to be the quickest or easiest to slip through all of these corridors. So he's not going to have enough speed to catch you guys even if he wanted to. But he's basically throwing this axe at the door behind you, just like straight up out of the side of his mouth.
Yeah,
Chill Bill.
we can't fight this thing. We cannot fight Chill Bill. Bill, chill.
For real. Chill Bill. Chill. Bill.
Actually, can I?
Leave us a buff alone.
Hey, you know what I could do? I could cast command and tell him to drop his axe.
Get home. You could.
But
I think he's gonna drop his axe.
but I could also just run.
Dude, honestly,
and I feel like
yeah, I think it's just what we're gonna say to Chill Bill is bye, son, and then we're gonna leave.
yeah. I like before we take off running. Yeah, that's what I was just gonna be like. Bill, chill, bro. Chill.
Bill, chill. Yeah, bye, son.
Yeah.
Where's Ted when you need him?
Yeah.
And then I would be spending all of my AP that I have to get 20 spaces, which I've already counted out, is like down in this area, right down through here.
Nice. And as you guys do walk through this door, you're going to notice a little bit of a difference in the room. So as the maze tightens just a little bit, moving in through this room here, you're going to notice that it gently starts to slope upward into a staircase. And these staircases are looking more and more regal. A bit of red and gold on some of the stairs. Some of the hallway is actually even lined with portraits and whatnot. And looking into some of them, they're like clear depictions of maybe some of the stories or heroes from their time. It's clear this has been here a very, very, very long time. Some of the pictures, paintings, and other things like that are starting to like wither away just because they've been sitting there in the dust for so long.
Interesting.
And you do begin to see a door emerge at the end of this hallway.
Right here still, or are we kind of in this area when you were describing all that stuff?
So you're entering into the boss chamber, which just leads to a stairway going up. But it looks a lot better than this area.
Yeah. I would think that I would like to say that I would try to have my wits with me, but trying to get away from Chill Bill, I'm just gonna go up those stairs. Like is what I would end up doing.
Just love that he's Chill Bill. That's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree.
Definitely.
I'm not
love how we
slipping
call-
behind.
I don't know
love
how
how
you
we
got
can
doing
build.
this stuff.
Man, that's how it goes.
I didn't even give a preview.
Nope, not at all.
Hey,
It wasn't even the
hey,
right. Yeah, it
the
wasn't even
fact
like
that
the
we call-
right.
yeah.
It was an incident, you know? Because you were
You
like,
guys keep...
"Oops," and I was like, "It's a Minotaur."
Yeah.
When we encounter a Minotaur, it's gonna be named Chill Bill.
You guys are just so certain about it. It's like, it's the Feywild. No, it's not. It's Zursan. No, it's not. It's a Minotaur.
It's Chill Bill. We were right about the one that mattered most, you know?
The one that mattered, yeah. I'm just happy it was Chill. I'm really happy it was Chill Bill. Like I am
Yeah,
so
no.
happy it was
great.
Chill Bill. Yeah.
Anyway,
But yeah, moving up the stairs, you're going to see a bunch of paintings like depicting a bunch of different scenes. And if you do open the doorway up at the very top of the stairway, you're going to see a wide, wide room in front of you and before you. The centerpiece. A
do you
man
mean?
completely... Oh, are we not on the...
no, we are. I'm just. What do you mean? What do you mean?
You see a man completely in the center of the room, connected to his wooden chair, almost like a wheelchair in a way. But its roots run deep throughout the room, throughout the ritual circle around him. And you're going to notice a large amount of these crystals also depict several scenes within them. So if you look at a crystal, you might see a battle going on between several army forces. Look in another crystal, you might see just ships being taken down by other monumental beings. And as the man looks at both of you, he says, "What are we doing in my garden?"
Trying to get away from Chill Bill.
Fair question. I kind of just stumbled in. I get,
we were following these fireflies or emberflies that had come into our world through what we thought was a Fey portal, but we feel this is not a Fey world.
And when you say something like that, he's just gonna outright be those filthy Fey, just in disgust, almost offended that you think he's like a Fey. But he's just gonna go a little bit off on a tirade, Fays allowed in these lands. And as he begins to go off on a tirade, he begins to let it out to you that he is a lich, but he's not a traditional type of lich. Normally, liches, have to make undead and siphon power from the constant armies that they make to prolong their immortality. He doesn't have a single follower, yet he is very, very powerful, and he's not a wizard.
Well, first off, You're right. The Fae are awful, and we learned right away that this was not truly a Fae realm. But forgive us, we just aren't familiar with whatever this realm is.
And this might be a little meta, but if you guys know what it's from, you're awesome.
Welcome to the Forest.
Twilight Forest?
Yep.
I'm not awesome.
Okay. You'd have to be a super nerd for that one.
Okay.
Like you talking like Minecraft, like Twilight Forest?
Gotcha.
What? Dang it, I'm not a real nerd.
Oh my gosh, that's going back for me. Oh my god.
It was a mod that was discontinued around 2013, I think.
Whoa,
but
really?
For Minecraft, it was one of the most popular mods. It added an entirely new dimension.
What the heck? That sounds
like
awesome.
like an endless dimension.
How did I miss out on this?
Yeah. Oh
Well,
my
no one
god.
ever
I only
picked
knew
it up
about
and continued it, so it just kind of faded away.
That's tragic.
Yeah. I only knew about. I only recall it because of my stepson. That's the only only reason that I know about it. Oh my gosh. I wait till I talk to him and tell him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't know anything about it though. I just the name. We are adventurers, and I as well despise the nasty Fae. Wait, no, can I don't think I can say that. I can't speak bad again about them.
You couldn't speak in general because of the Fae, but now you're allowed to speak. So you would have said that almost as a reaction because it's your true feelings.
Yeah.
And then after you said it, it's like, I can say that?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And I'll be like, I don't know what you have been able to do to me, but the Fae took my voice and they took my shadow.
We're totally gonna become best friends with this guy, and these are gonna help us defeat the Fae.
He looks you over and he says, I see a shadow, a voice. And he's going to also let you know that he is a druid, a lich, and an oath breaker.
Whoa. Interesting.
Oh wow.
He is not bound by any confines in this pocket dimension, any rules at all, not even the eternal life of a lich.
Freedom. I'll be like,
That's why
so
your oath, your contracts are completely null and void here.
Yeah. So how did the fireflies create a portal into our dimension?
It is very concerning.
And I'm going to talk normal because that'll be awful on my voice.
Yeah.
It is very concerning that you're here at all. We've been adrift in the void, the dimensional nothing, for centuries. And he's going to begin to tell you the story of a long dead world, a world that he used to call home, and a world he was an equivalent to Grandmaster Atos in. He is a archdruid. He meant to spend every last bit of life to take this forest into a new dimension before it was completely consumed by the Reapers, from which you would have actually saw on the pictures ascending on the stairs. He, almost a dry gasp of tear comes to his eye, says,
What does he say?
wait, yeah, it cut
have
out.
we found land?
Have we found land? That's
Because
that's
Catherine is
crazy.
essentially the dimensional dump.
Okay. Well, we've got good news and bad news. I'll tell him that
Hold on.
you found there's a portal connecting our realms, at least, and that may be the good news. The bad news is we are currently under the affliction of the Reapers as well.
Poison that never fades.
And he's going to say, where in the world will we be located? And you're just going to see him like twisting and tinkering a little bit in the chair that he's in with the roots that are connected to the ritual beneath him.
Tell him like you are at least nearby a large city, almost a bit of a city-state called Enza. We stand for good. It's run by a guild that is willing to go help others and eliminate dangers.
Okay. Do you mean harm to nature, to the forest, to my home?
By no means. In fact,
But-
we should totally tell him about the Titan now, right?
Yes, the Titans, and then Solobrex Dominion, who go after power.
Yeah. So it'd be like, yeah, like by no means we mean you harm. In fact, we're in a deep conflict with some that do mean nature harm, even to the point of ruining nature incarnate in the form of a Titanous being.
Yeah, if you have time, we would like to tell you the tell of our city. and how we came to be where we are now, and what has transpired during our time since being in this new world. And we would try to recount the getting there, the first time coming across the Reapers, coming across the Lich King that we came across, coming across the Ember Titan, then why can't I never remember her name? Thaloren. Then recounting, letting him know about, I would tell about Ozzy, would tell about our other encounters with the Reapers, how there's we have someone that's messing around with interdimensional portal type stuff that may have caused more issues with the Reapers. I would recount our encounter with the Fae and what transpired with that, and how I became under a contract with them. And then would talk about the Titans and the visions that we recently had, but also talking about warning him about the Solobrex Dominion and how the Pharaoh goes after, tries to take all the power, and warning him about the Carnum City as well. But I would try to tell as much. I don't know how much time this takes, but I would try to recount as much as I can recall myself, being from longer within the Radiant Vanguard than the Ure.
I'm just sitting on the ground.
Is what I would try to recall.
Just brushing my hair.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, he's really talking.
And in all honesty, this druidic lich would be wanting to hear somebody's voice, because he's been essentially alone for centuries. And he's also, he doesn't really see Chill Bill or the Naga out there as people for some reason, I guess.
Yeah,
he is connected to the chair. But he's gonna honestly, in a way, want you to start wasting time by talking. He's still gonna be tinkering in the chair, listening intently, trying his best to figure out information of the new area, more or less. And he's just gonna ask questions, kind of but is it safe?
Is anywhere safe?
No, it's not.
And honestly, he's gonna really be admirable about the honesty that you guys have put forward, just information that's available now to him, which is just eons more than he's had for so long. And he's gonna be honest with you and say, convergence is nearly complete. I can be a denizen of Enza, or a denizen of Katarana, and finally thrust my forest onto a thriving world. Or I can use the last vestige of my power to fade away into obscurity, should there never become safety again. And this means this portal will essentially expand into a 15-20 mile radius region of the Twilight Forest around the portal that it started. It's essentially going to be a version of Enza getting plopped onto Katarana's land. I realize that the Twilight Forest is encompassing most of Enza, so it's going to be dangerous, more dangerous, I guess, than already before.
Yeah.
But this is the Oathbreaker territory in a way. So this forest will not let oaths hold power over others. So in essentially any bonds that could be made can be broken here.
But only while in that area.
Yes, only while in that area. If the Lich himself were to leave from this area, he would die, because he broke the bonds of a Lich needing to have followers and suck from their immortal life or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he's breaking the bonds by just existing here. And it's kind of the same for anyone who is around.
Interesting. Would this mess up Enza at all? Or would it just be nearby new dangers?
It would be nearby new dangers. It wouldn't break anything in the city specifically.
Okay.
But if he doesn't come bring the portal there, then he just will cease to exist.
Yep, he will cease to exist.
Which is interesting. There's probably a part of him that actually kind of wouldn't mind that, just because it's it's peace in comparison to choosing to stay. So that's interesting.
Do you want to continue this existence if this is an existence?
That's crazy. Leave it up to him.
The forest is my life. I've given everything I can for its survival, and I'd gladly give up the last thing I have for it as well. So the druid absolutely loves this forest from which he was born, raised in, and from his original world. It's an environment that will never exist again should he let it disappear.
Would you be able to heal a how do I word that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
The
mean,
Fae?
you spilled the beans. Oh, were you talking
Yeah.
about the Fae or about the Tolerant?
Tolerant, like with like
Okay.
like do you think? I mean, is that something worth asking? You think? Like maybe
I will say,
maybe
Tolerant,
if like yeah
she's like the advocate for at least balance, which typically leads to peace in most cases, at least the most peaceful natural outcome.
yeah
So like,
like
basically I'd be like,
that-
our
I mean,
world's
that's
not peaceful, but the one advocate for peace that might actually be able to make it happen is that type. Would you be willing to, there's like a specific word, there's a nature word that's like, would you be willing to like assimilate her into your
or assimilate yourself into her
biome, or something like that kind of thing? Would you be willing to help her?
to heal her? You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm trying to get at. Like if staying in this form
Yeah.
is an existence, but is it really an existence? Or because you love, but you love nature, and that's what she is, a balance of nature.
Yeah, she's like a walking forest.
Yeah. Would you consider? Yeah, I think assimilating, I guess, might be the word. Assimilating yourself to her, to heal her. She is in much need of I believe someone like yourself.
Yeah, honestly,
He's.
cool girl. You should totally meet her.
Yeah.
I'm not against a meeting. Yeah, right. I'm not against having a meeting with nature incarnate. In fact, I used to speak with them every day. And when they were a real archdruid, they would actually speak with the ways of nature, the will of the forest on their home world. Not
That's
Tolerant.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
Though.
an archdruid is like absolutely a super high level. It's basically like being a leader of a city almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how would we do that though?
I don't know, but I will say it's definitely dangerous to introduce this new situation, but everything that's going on is dangerous, and this is like the one thing that might actually help. So
Yeah.
I feel like we're basically just like, even though it may not, it doesn't bring you back to peace by any means. Like, man,
No.
would you be willing to give the last bit you
these
got?
lands are essentially the exact opposite of Fey lands.
Yeah. Would you be able to keep the fireflies and other creatures from coming through the portal to do more harm to
Or at least
Inza?
keep them
There
from
won't
going
be a
outside
portal.
Forest.
There'll be like a 15-20 mile encompassing radius.
Well,
of the
I guess
forest.
I mean would you? I mean, I guess more like, would you be able to keep them
Can you keep them in?
within the forest?
You hold on to those guys.
Would you be able to keep them within the forest
They
so
kind of
that way there's
to the ground
no other
otherwise.
harm? Yeah.
I don't have control of every bit of nature. I do wish that I could help. I'm willing to, and he's just gonna point like behind him. He can't really get up to give it to you, but like, I'm willing to give you
Yeah.
one of these lanterns that hold several hundred of those fireflies, for which will last a few weeks.
Okay.
So there's almost a vessel in which you could use to contain them, and that's what he's come up with. But they are still kind of a hazard.
I'll kind of pull
I feel
Magnus
like-
aside. Be like, wait, we need to talk. Hold on.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I don't know.
then Chill Bill is going to be there too.
I mean, he's gonna have his labyrinth castle somewhere for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's time. We can have a little chat, alone for a second. I guess Magnus was the one in the visions, right? Also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So technically, you're like one of the few people that Uray's actually spoken around. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of pull you
Yeah.
aside and like real voice stuff, real quiet. Just be like, you saw the visions. You saw the outcome if we don't do something.
Is this the drastic something that we must do?
If it means
If
that,
we can get him, go ahead.
I was just gonna say if if it means that the occasional firefly burns a house down in Enza, that's nothing compared to the flow of lava it will see.
But is introducing one extreme and another extreme? How many extremes can we keep introducing to Enza? We've the Ember Titan. We have the Reapers. We have
Yeah.
the
I mean,
Fae.
honestly, this guy might help with the Reapers too, if he's already kind of combated them once.
Yeah.
I will say Uray is probably like getting pretty emotionally stirred up. So like to the point that
Yeah.
she's gonna be like we
Yeah.
cannot let the Pharaoh get any more power. Like we can't
Yeah.
allow that possibility, and she's starting to like kind of freak out a little bit.
I also have the Lich King Diamond with me still.
Yeah.
Those I still have that with me. I wonder if he'd be able to.
Which lich is which?
Yeah.
Right.
What is all of these in these jars that are behind you? I would just kind of, because remember when we came in, he said there was fighting and stuff like that. Like, well, what are these? What are the representations of these jars?
So he's gonna pull back his hood just a little bit, and you're gonna see that his skull is completely empty. There's just roots connecting him to the chair, the room, and everything else. It's got his memories stored in these crystals. So some of these memories are like epic battles. Some of these memories are just him growing up. Some of these memories are the ones that he didn't want to get rid of. But you can definitely tell that there's not enough crystals for the amount of memories that you've accumulated in your short lifetime, especially not compared to him.
Interesting.
So these are very important.
sad.
Like what is here is important to him.
Absolutely.
How do we even fight the Reapers?
Everything can be killed. There are ways to lure them in and ward them away. But I unfortunately don't have the pure answer to that question, as I am, even as powerful as I am, one of their victims.
I think we ask him to stay.
Yeah. Gosh, I just feel like
It's that or lose the opportunity forever.
I know. And we have to. I know we have to. I know we have to. It's just, I'm thinking of the future impacts. I don't see it being good. I'd like for Ure to be the one to make this decision, because Magnus has made decisions and Draven has made decisions that have backfired on him quite a bit.
That's actually awesome. What if what if Ure, like, we're talking, right? I kind of push off of you and just like, yes, you should stay. You should stay in Katarana.
Nice. And that's really all he's gonna need, because this is his armchair, and he's had his arm right here on the armchair, just like beeping and bopping some doodads that are connected to the roots. And all it takes is one little twist, and the convergence actually completes. Outside, and some of the windows that you see from this here, Enza begins to appear in the background.
That's crazy. So we're just topside now.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And Magnus would be there, like, I'll just be like, Ure, what it
had
we
to be
haven't
done.
decided, have we?
It's decided. Look, I point over Enzo's.
I know. I know this had to be done, but I hope this is the right call. And I want to just be thinking about, like, I'm just going to be thinking about the visions that we were pulled into and all of that. And I'll look. What is his name again?
So his name.
Did we get? Oh, you know what? We didn't even get his name.
Didn't say it yet, but his name is Thalen, the last keeper of the grove.
That's awesome. It would have been really funny if you're like, we don't have his name, but we just we brought him in. You're like, oh yeah, you didn't get his name, but his name is the devil.
Yeah. So
you made a massive mistake.
His name is Lucifer.
It's like, no, dang it.
Yeah. But it'd be for like Lucifer from the TV show. He's like good, not really bad.
Right. Yeah.
No, so I guess at that point I'd be like, well, I know we have yet to really introduce ourselves fully. I am Magnus. Welcome to being part of Enza. This is Enza over here. And what shall we call you?
I am Thalen. There were no such thing as kings where I come from.
But we all did our part to lead. And he's gonna point to one of the pictures kind of on the wall that actually has a circle for which he's one of like 6.
Oh, cool.
I'm also going to make sure I tell him about, like, I will send for representatives from the other grove that we've with dryads who are very attuned to nature as well. I will send for representatives from there to hopefully meet you, to be able to kind of help build this partnership that hopefully that we may be able to have with each other. And as well, we will send for representatives from the Thessalar and from the
Burdenhold
to let them know of who you are, and that we need to, gosh, if you can't move, he can't move, and she can't really move, then how do we do that?
We'll find a way.
Maybe he can help with powering up the seeds of Aurelian.
Seeds of Ascension.
seeds of ascension. Maybe he can help with powering up those seeds of
Yeah.
ascension. Seeds, nature. We can figure maybe he help power those up to help heal her quicker. But most importantly, we if it is okay with you, we will send for our leadership to come to meet with you, not to negotiate, but to introduce and to welcome you and see how we may help each other.
And he'll extend the olive branch as far as he can, which is only about 2.5 feet away from him.
Yeah.
Classic.
Gosh. What else do we ask anything else? Can I hold up this Lich Diamond to him and be like, this is something that I have received. Actually, I don't want to hold it. I don't want to hold it. Yeah. I'm going to be using like it's wrapped in cloth, like it's wrapped in a leather thing anyways. So I would unwrap it and I would just kind of hold it and be like, this is something that we have gained from another Lich King that we have met, that we have encountered. Is there anything that you can do with this, or is there anything to be done with something like this?
At first, he's going to see you pull it out, chuckle a little bit, and say, that magic won't save you here. And
That makes sense.
the oath from the diamond wouldn't connect in these types of lands. But then as you offer it to him, he contemplates. The life stolen from the previous Lich could be mine, but I'm not sure. I want to take what's not rightfully mine. I don't feel great about existing on the life force of others. So he does turn his nose up to it a little bit, but he's also like furious because technically this is a solution for him.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of what his morals would allow.
Yeah. Being a druid. And, all right. Yeah. I'm just going to wrap it back up and put it back in my pouch.
That's good to know, though.
100% good to know. I think that helps us. This is going to be very good for us. Yeah.
See?
I think. But chill Bill, though.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like, I don't think there's anything else specific that I need to talk out with this guy yet. There may be very soon. But yeah, I feel like we just got a whole lot of splaining to do with Sister Anya now.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's like, so yeah, you know those fires? We summoned a whole new realm next Enza.
Oh.
They're related.
Yeah. And good thing you guys
before
were
we leave,
amicable.
but before we leave.
Oh,
wow.
I see.
Before we leave, I would say to him, I'd want to say to him, like, what was I gonna say?
That token is sick.
Oh my gosh.
You don't want to get him to stand up.
Dude.
Oh my. Is that the actual size that we would be fighting?
No.
Come on. Oh.
That would be funny.
Yeah, that token's so cool.
God.
I love that.
Thank you.
That is sick. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think it's gonna be good to have him on our side.
Yeah.
I think.
No, I agree. I think it is.
What was I gonna ask him? I was gonna ask him. Oh, before we leave, I'd want to tell him, like, if the serpent that was at the entrance to the cavern was someone that protected the entry, then we do apologize for having to put them down. That was not our intent when we came here. It was an unnecessary death for someone that I think was trying to just protect the entrance.
Yeah, he kind of, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fear not. They are guardian, but they are also challenger.
Okay.
Which he challenged us, but we won.
I just want to make sure I want to make sure they were like, hey, he's not thinking we just did this and whatever.
No, you're good.
And I did take some of the skills from the first guardian. Again, not to violate, but as being able to use these maybe as something later on. As with death, there should be purpose with it. No waste.
As a druid, I would be offended if you did not reuse.
Yeah. Trying to make sure that I'm staying on the good side here. Yeah.
Definitely.
But would you have anything that would aid us in our future fights with the Reapers or with the Ember Titan?
I may be able to help you guys, but right now, I am very tired. And you're actually going to notice that a decent amount of the glowing circle around him is getting dimmer and dimmer because he has spent so much of his energy going forward with the conversions.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll be ready. You're right. If you're ready, then we can head back to tell the Radiant Vanguard.
Yeah,
And he'll
be
wave his hand so that way roots unfurl and you can go out a door instead of going back to Chill Bill.
yes.
Yeah.
The guy's not that chill after all.
Hey, maybe Chill Bill's chill with us now because if he's a guardian and we're buds, does this mean Chill Bill's chill with us now?
It's Chill Bill chill.
The Naga did their job. That danged bull never did anything but eat. Now it's his downfall.
Yeah, those mushrooms. They'll get you.
Yeah.
Don't eat those.
Yeah. Only an idiot would eat those, I swear.
Yeah, you are correct, saith Yure. Clearly.
Hey, my end, your video froze with your mouth open like for a while on that. That was funny. But yeah. Oh my gosh, that was good.
Yeah. Wrap it there. Very good.
And Magnus and Yuri keep doing jobs for Enza that no one told them to do and didn't have any pay attached to it. You guys keep doing black market jobs, just like random, like, oh, save the city from burning.
Yep.
So I'm sure there will probably be some compensation once you put your reports in. But as of now, not yet. But you do have some Naga scales.
No, that's super chill. I like that. It almost feels...
Yeah, no, the Naga scales, I'm going to,
It feels more noble to not get rewarded, We're the most noble Vanguard people, basically.
I love the fact that it would be looking at Yuri and Magnus like the actual people, just like basically tatted up, scary goth type of like, and it's like, we're the most noble.
Yeah, exactly. It's like basically the best.
We're like the darkest ones to come through, and
pretty much.
Like he's gonna get. Maybe I need to play Draven one time to meet him.
Oh yeah.
But no, that was seriously, Alex. That Naga was pretty fun.
They found him on a rooted throne, half branch and weathered bone. A gardener turned a quiet wrath to keep his woods his own. He offered them a single choice at the edge of what they know. Let his twilight see their border, or let go the last lost grove. If your chains feel strangely weaker when the mist rolls from the stone,